just saying you want to have fun, or do you really want to have fun?
I really want to have fun. I'm just saying I want to have some fun.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my
It's one rule we got, we live by.
Some nights I call
What happens in this room, what's said in this room, stays in this room.
my lips could build a castle.
Great moments are born of great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight. That's what you've earned here tonight.
It's still black ice. This is our pond.
I don't know anymore.
NIU Huskies hockey is on the air from Fox Valley Ice Arena in Geneva, Illinois. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on your Northern Illinois Huskies. Welcome again, everybody. My name is Marcus Grosnick, alongside my broadcast colleague Stephen Duffy, cameraman Dan Sanchez, and social media person Kim Rona. We welcome you again to the broadcast of Huskies hockey. Last week, the Huskies finished up a 6-game and 2-week, I would say, kind of like a circus trip.
Yeah,
One home game out of those 6 games against Cal State. They went 3 for 3. Did pretty good the first week, went 2-1 against Cal State and ISU, and in the second week at the showcase, they were 1-2. Duffy, what was your take on the team, both good and bad, in those 6 games?
Well, in the 6 games, I mean, the first week they were obviously very good. When they play their game, you saw on Friday against ISU and Cal State, they can beat pretty much anybody in the league. But then you saw games like where they let teams back in, like ISU, and bad games against DePaul last weekend, and ISU as well. I mean, it was much closer. It was 4-2, and then we had all the ejections on Saturday.
Yeah.
But DePaul was a bad game. It just seemed like they weren't ready. They were kind of flat-footed. And then Sunday they came out very well, played a great game against Robert Morris, ended up winning 7-3. Great special teams, and we just hope that we see that again tonight, because that was the game that we expected all weekend, but we just didn't get it those first 2 games.
Yeah, so the Huskies play their first home game in 2 weeks. Like we said, last home game was against Cal State Fullerton. They got the win on that night here at Fox Valley. But again, I mean, you had 2 good games against Cal State. The Friday night game, you beat the #1 team in ISU. Saturday during that weekend, you have a pretty good lead. I think it was 5-2.
It was 5-2 going into the third, I'm pretty sure.
And you lose 7-6.
Yep.
And that's kind of when the wheels started falling off. Then they lost 10-0 to DePaul on Friday afternoon, and then they lost 7-2, I believe.
7-2, yeah.
On Saturday to Illinois State.
They got 3 goals, I think, in the last 5 minutes, because they had a 5-on-3 for the whole rest of the game.
Because how many guys plus Coach Ronaldo got tossed?
5 players got tossed, and Coach Ronaldo got tossed. There was a lot of hostility from all the players. So yeah, so it was 5-on-3 for the rest of the game, and they got 3 goals out of that. So it was a lot closer game than it seems, but it was a very good game. And then they ended up winning against Robert Morris, which was a very good win there.
So they went 2 for 1 in the season series against Robert Morris, and then they went 1 for 2 against Illinois State. So we won't see Illinois State till either the MACA playoffs or the regional. Again, the top 2 teams in the MACA automatically get bids into the regionals, which I think right now is us and Illinois State 1-2 respectively. Or Illinois State 1, us number 2. W, what do you think was the difference? What do you think was it was kind of like Jekyll and Hyde for the Huskies on Saturday and Sunday. I mean, again, getting 6 ejections, you lose 7-2 on Saturday. Then you come back and play a really good special teams game and an all-around good game against Robert Morris. What's the difference between those 2 nights?
I mean, I really think the difference was they just came out with a lot more energy that Sunday. They were much better on the special teams. They ended up getting, I think, 3 shorthanded goals, 2 power play goals, and a full strength goal. So it really just a great job on the special teams, much better than they did over the weekend, and I think that was the big thing there, and also much more energy. So in this game, I expect special teams to be much better. I mean, to be as good as it was Sunday and better than it was on that Friday and Saturday, and having just a good game tonight because they're going against a 6-8-0 team against University of Iowa, and their goalies aren't too good, so you got to get a lot of shots on them, get to them early, and let's hope that we come out here with a win tonight.
Yeah, well, talking about coming in here with a win, Iowa comes into this game 6-8-0 on the season. They just got swept last weekend against Ferris State University, so they're coming in on a losing streak. Again, both goalies are below 500. Now, their records on the website show 0-3 and 1-for-5, and that's obviously not right. But still, 6-8, that means your goaltending's not playing, and they really don't have much offense besides Cody Ringham and Nathan Pedraza, who both have 15 points apiece. So what do you think the Huskies have to do to get on the board first and grab that momentum?
I mean, they've had trouble pretty much all year kind of coming out each period fast and with a lot of pace. They always kind of come out flat-footed. So you kind of got to expect them to come out here. Their first home game, like you said, in a while. They're going to come out here, a lot of fans cheering for them. So they're going to come out here, I think, very fast. And I expect Brendan Maher to get on the score sheet. That's one of my keys. Brendan Maher and Tyler Sukala, it's his birthday today. So if you end up seeing Tyler Sukala around campus this week, you should wish him a happy birthday. But I expect Sukala, because it's his birthday, having a good game, and I expect Maher to finally get on the score sheet tonight against a not that good University of Iowa team. And that's my first key, and I'll give the rest of the keys when we get through the interview.
Well, it is time for the interview. Tonight I had the chance to sit down with assistant coach Mike Raporto, and he has a lot of experience with the Northern Illinois and Iowa rivalry. We like to call it the I-88 rivalry.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about that and what he saw in his team, both good and bad, in the weekend games. So here's the interview with assistant coach Mike Raporto.
We're here with NIU D2 assistant coach Mike Raporto, and you guys are coming off a very busy 2 weeks, 6 games in that stretch. What was your assessment of the team after those 2 weeks?
Well, obviously 2 weeks ago against Cal State Fullerton and ISU, it really could not have gotten any better, especially going down against the number 1 ranked ISU team, taking a huge win 6-2 on Friday. Obviously Saturday, we had them up by 3 goals going into the third, and we kind of fell apart there at the end, but still to split with them down at Illinois State was a huge victory for us. And then obviously this past weekend had its ups and downs. We had a rough one against DePaul. We fought, Illinois State pretty well. Obviously the game got a little out of hand, which didn't go in our favor. But the biggest positive was just ending the weekend strong. We're out on Sunday with 2 of our top players being out, and playing Robert Morris and beating them like we did, especially players like Nick Bond and stepping up and getting the win for us was huge.
And you talk about 2 of your big guys, Boris and Hare, being out for that third game of the showcase. What does it mean for you guys to be so deep on your bench and play other guys in those roles?
Well, I mean, you saw it was a good example on Sunday. I mean, Robert Morris is ranked ahead of us this year, but we had everybody stepped up and played. I mean, we had a lot of offensive production out of our defense. We had Ronnie Colletti get his first goal of the season, so it was good to see him step up. I think Troy Herlin added another.
Yep.
So we had a lot of guys step up, and I mean, that's the importance of depth, and I mean, that's the difference between good and great teams.
And what did you guys learn on both the positive side and the negative side that you guys worked on this week in practice from the Robert Morris Showcase?
Well, the biggest thing was just hard work and discipline. Obviously, the guys, we worked them pretty tough on Tuesday, just because they deserved it after that rough weekend. But Wednesday was getting back to basics, getting back to our systems. Worked a little bit on power play and penalty kill. We've actually seen a lot of success out of both our special teams, but we don't want to stop. We want to continue to improve, because that was the difference in a lot of those games these past 2 weekends.
And you talk about you guys worked a little bit on the special teams, even though they have been so successful. What has made the penalty kill and the power play successful so far this season?
Well, the biggest thing is it's got to be, for the power play, it's got to be the patience. I mean, we are our first and even our second line. Every guy's got patience with the puck. They're looking for that open man. They're not trying to force passes or force shots. They're moving the puck well. They're working it up high, working it down low in the corners, and they're finding that open man. So, that's been a huge asset to our team. And obviously penalty kill, we don't mention names like Brandon Nizdala, too often, or Brian Pounds, but those 2 guys leading our top penalty kill have just been absolutely crucial this year.
Kind of like a Kruger and Frolik last year for the Hawks.
It's a good way to put it.
Well, tonight you guys take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's the I-88 rivalry. You were a part of that rivalry for 4 years at NIU. can you just talk about what makes it such a big rivalry between the two schools?
Well, I think it's changed since I played, but I know back when I played, it's bad blood.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of Iowa's a lot of local Illinois guys, so, I played against a lot of people I know, the guys that are playing today, playing against a lot of people they know on the team. But yeah, it's an absolute huge rivalry. I mean, Iowa knocked us out of the playoffs both my junior and my senior year. But I know the blood's continued. So, expect a very fast-paced physical game out of both teams tonight.
Well, looking at the injury list, Anthony Cantillo is still out. Stets is going to be out at least 8 months for the rest of the season. Is anybody else banged up and bruised, or is it just the normal wear and tear after the showcase?
Well, we might have a late-night scratch with Rob Bach. We don't know what he did, to be honest. It seems like he hyperextended his knee today playing basketball. So
that's nice.
Michelle Lichterman, the team trainer, is actually evaluating him right now, but don't be surprised if you don't see him in the lineup tonight.
Well, in the showcase, we saw all three goaltenders play: Nick Bonin, Johnny Perillo, and Alex Hare. Who we can expect in goal tonight?
Chuck and I are still trying to discuss who's going to get the nod tonight, but we're leaning towards Alex Hare. Even though he had a rough game against ISU and he did get kicked out, I know he wants Iowa really bad. Especially they snuck one away from him last year. But no credit to take away from Nick Bonin. He played a hell of a game last Sunday, and he was a prime reason why we won that game.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight, and hopefully come out with a win and go 2 for 2.
All right, thanks, Marcus.
Well, that was the interview I had with assistant coach Mike Raporto, and with regards to Bach, he is in the game. He did warm up in practice, so that's good for Coach. I believe Hare is going to get the nod. It looked like he was taking reps in warm-ups as the first goaltender, so you'll probably see Hare. But if he struggles, like he has in his last few starts, don't be surprised
don't expect the coach to maybe make a change quick if he ends up having a rough period, 1 or 2 rough periods, and they might go back to Bonin, who's going to be the backup tonight. And like Coach said, was the big reason that they won on Sunday. We said special teams, but another big reason was Bonin. Because Bonin really gave a lot of energy to that team with making huge saves, giving some energy to his defense, and the defense ended up getting some goals for him. So just a great job by Bonin. And like we said, we got 2 solid goaltenders. Both of them are good, and it's always tough for these coaches to make a decision on Bonin or Hare. So, I mean, they're going to make the decision on Hare tonight, even though he got thrown out last weekend. But you got to expect Hare to have a good night. Like they said, he got one snatched away from him last year. But he's going to have, I think, a good weekend this weekend.
Yeah, and Coach did dress all 3 goaltenders, Perillo, Bonin, and Hare. Hare is going to get the start tonight. I'm guessing the first line is going to start again for the Huskies with Rosinski, Leon, and Boris. And on the Sunday game, I believe Coletta and Herlin started on the defense, correct?
It seemed like it, and they did very well.
Yeah.
Coletta got a goal, and so did Herlin.
I think Herlin had like 3 points that game.
I think he had a goal and 2 assists. I think he had a goal and assist on that power play. So he's really been big on the power play for the Huskies. And I liked what Coach Raporto said. I think it all starts with patience on the power play. You just got to wait for the pass. Don't try to force them. Don't try to force shots.
Yeah.
Just look for your opening, and you got to take the shot. And that's what they were doing on Sunday. And you really like that from the defense. And it was just a great job by Coletta and Herlin. And don't be surprised if you see them again tonight. Even though that Troy Hickey's probably your best defenseman.
Yep.
Don't be surprised if you see Coletta and Herlin as a starting defenseman again.
As the Hawkeyes make their way out on the ice, I would say tonight, Duffy, the crowd is about almost 50-50.
Yeah, there's
with the
a
trip
lot
not
of
being very from Des Moines. It's only like 5 hours, 3 hours,
3-4 hours. I would say. Yeah, there's a lot of Iowa fans here, and don't be surprised if you hear a lot of cheers when you hear the Iowa Hawkeyes score, and a lot of boos when NIU scores. So you're going to see a lot of good fans here tonight, and let's hope that the Husky fans can outweigh the Iowa fans.
Well, the Huskies are out on the ice, so I know who's going to start by who's wearing helmets. Usually the starters come out of the locker room without their helmets on. So you see Leon, Boris, Hickey, Rosinski, and I'm going to guess there's Schwartz, and Hare's going to get the nod in net. So Duffy, really quick over your 3 keys of the game.
Yeah, really quick. Like I said, my first key, I expect Maher to get on the score sheet tonight, either tonight or tomorrow. This weekend, he's going to get on the score sheet. I'm calling it right now. Also, Tyler Sukell, I expect him to have a big night because it's his birthday tonight. So because you always do better, I think, on your birthday. You get trying a little bit harder. So I expect 2 good nights out of them, and I really want them to have good nights. Number 2, you got to get to these goaltenders early that are very shaky, that had a shaky season. So you got to get to these goaltenders early, get a lot of shots on them, get some goals on them, try to kind of get in their heads and everything. I think that's my second key. And my third key is get another good night out of special teams. You get Sunday, really great night out of the special teams. They ended up, I think, getting 3 goals out of 8 tries, so really good night out of the special teams. And you expect that same night here tonight, and you got to expect that. And that's my third key, and those are my 3 keys to the game.
So as the PA announcer is welcoming everybody to the game, we know for the Huskies it's going to be Troy Hickey, Kevin Schwartz starting on the blue line with the first line of Rosinski, Boris, and Leon starting for them. With that first line, they have, let's see, that's 56. They have over 70 points combined on that first line. Leon has 28.
Yeah.
Rosinski 32 and Boris 24.
Yeah, a lot of scoring on that first line, and you got to expect other lines like they did last on Sunday. Got to expect other lines to step up like they did on Sunday. Let's hope that they get that again tonight.
Well, starting on defense for the Iowa Hawkeyes, it's going to be Nick Scholberl on defense. He's got no goals, 3 assists, 3 points, and Matt Bentenhausen, no goals, 3 assists, and 3 points. Forwards, Nathan Pedraza, he's got tied for the team lead with 15 points, 8 goals, 7 assists. Sean Gray and Mike Castro are his wingers, 8 points and 4 respectively for them. And starting in goal, it's going to be Alex Wisniewski. Now, according to their stats, he's 0-3 with a 77 save percentage and a 5.10 goals against average.
We're not sure if it's updated, but it sounds like that's what his stats are this year. So, like I said, shaky goaltender, got to get to him early.
Last year, these two teams split the weekend series in Iowa. Huskies winning the Friday game 4-3 and losing the Saturday game 5-2. Goals in that series. Cornier had 1, Remley had 1, Hansen had 1, and Greenberg had 3. For Iowa, Gray had 1, Van Wert had 4, Ackery had 1, Wheeler had 1, and Collins had 1. So we're about ready for the national anthem. After this, we'll have the puck drop and the opening face-off for Huskies and Hawkeyes. And a correction on the Iowa Hawkeyes. I thought that was 21. It's actually number 71. Bobby Ackery is going to start on the forward instead of Sean Gray. My mistake there.
And he has 4 goals and 2 assists this year, so 6 points for him. So like we said, you got to watch out for the big scores. And Ringham and Pedrazi, who both have 15 points and the top scorers on this team. So you got to watch that line right there.
So the Huskies come in 9-8-2 on the season. Iowa is 6-8-1, coming off a sweep, or coming off being swept by Ferris State University last weekend. Again, for the Huskies, it's going to be Hickey, Schwartz, Rosinski, Boris, and Leon. For Iowa, it's going to be Schoberl, Bentenhausen, Pedraza, Castro, Ackery, and Wisniewski in that hair and net for the Huskies.
And a different defensive pair than we usually are used to seeing. Pickett and Schwartz.
Pickett is out there, yeah.
Yeah, Pickett and Schwartz, the 2 defensemen you don't expect to see as a starting defenseman, but they're changing it up a little bit tonight. Yeah, and it's going to be Schwartz and Pickett as a starting defenseman for the Huskies.
And we're underway as Pedraza wins the face-off. Wisniewski's back to grab it. Now Bentenhouse off the left side half boards, Iowa zone. Leon keeps it in. Good stick, lifting of the stick there by Boris to keep it in. Rosinski sends it out to the front of the net, but nobody was there. Now Leon has it, left point. He's going to backhand it around far side corner boards, now taken by Schoberl. Leon shovel pass to Rosinski around behind Wisniewski. Schoberl trying to get it out of the zone, can't do it. Good keep there by Kevin Schwartz. Boris gets taken down, but he takes a hit to make a play. Pickett finds Rosinski behind that. He gets taken down, no penalty called. Bettenhausen gets the puck out to the left side half boards, Iowa zone. Now Schwartz takes a little shot. Wisniewski's there to save it, and finally Ackery is going to get it out through the neutral ice, and that's going to be icing. And the whistle's going to blow. 19:02 left in the first period, just underway here, no score.
Really just a great start there by that first line, and Pickett and Schwartz on the starting the defensive line. Really good job by Schwartz and Pickett, always keeping the puck in, and really just a great job on the forecheck there by making Iowa ice the puck, and they ended up not getting their players off the ice still.
Here's Pedraza and Remley. Actually, it's going to be now Sukel and Gray in the face-off circle. And Sukel wins it. Here's Troy Herlin with a shot, and it gets blocked out in front by Castro. Now Remley has it around behind Wisniewski. Left side half boards, Hawkeye zone. Drop pass there for Greenberg. And now Sukel has it. Left face-off circle. He spins to evade a check. Left point for Ron Coletta. He sends it in around behind Wisniewski for Greenberg. Now he leaves it for Remley, right side corner boards. Drop pass there, and it gets out of the zone off Nathan Pedraza's stick. Looking for Ackery, but he's going to go for a change. And Herlin can't control. Goes up the ice, finds Sukel, tipped in, so no icing called. Puck far side, half boards, Hawkeye zone. Van Wert has it now. Now Herlin at neutral ice. Sukel dumps it in, and it's controlled now by Polson. Polson gets it up to Ackery. Now Ackery, he finds Nadler. Nadler has it taken away by Hickey. Gray gets it back, and that one gets sent wide to the right of Alex Hare. And they battle for it left side, half boards, Husky zone. It finally gets out. Here's Brian Pounce fighting his way through a couple Hawkeyes, and he's going to send it in and go. Look like he's going to go for a change, but he's just going to circle around there at the high slot. Hickey battles in the far side corner boards, taken away by Polson. And he's going to send that one all the way down. It's going to be icing again on the Hawkeyes. 17:36 left in the first, no score.
Well, you mentioned that Brian Pounds was going to go for a change, but the reason he stayed back is because Troy Hickey ended up going in for the puck. So you always make sure that you have two guys back.
Yep.
So a forward got to fill in that slot. So that's what Brian Pounds did right there. You always got to make sure you fill in that slot if the defenseman wants to go to the offensive zone.
So a little different look on this line. It's going to be Gorzyka, Nedzila, and Pounds. Usually Bach is on that line with Gorzyka and Nedzila. Here's Hickey with a shot, just goes wide glove side on Wisniewski. Ackery battles for it there. Or actually, that's Gray. Gray has it, comes out through the neutral ice, and he's going to send it in and go for a change as they weren't able to on the last icing call. Now Troy Hickey has it, right face-off circle, Husky zone, looking for Gorzyka, but he was not aware that the pass was coming. Skameka tries to break through a couple checks, and finally Nedzila gets it in. Huskies go for a change. Out comes Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot from the blue line, patted away by Hare to the right side corner boards. Now taken by Nick Leon. That first line's back out on the ice. Here's Quinn. He dumps it in near side half boards, Husky zone. Pickett, backhand pass for Boris. That one gets popped out in the air. Here's a shot out in front. It's blocked by Hickey, as Pickett couldn't get it out. Finally, Boris is going to get it to neutral ice. Here's Nick Leon now coming through neutral ice, left point, and he gets rubbed off the puck there by Tide. In comes Quinn on a breakaway. He takes a shot. Big save there by Alex Hare, and he's going to stick it away to the far side corner boards. Quinn got in behind the defense. Harris makes a stop. Another deflection in on goal by Quinn, and Hare's up to the task. Rosinski dumps it to just the blue line. Bettenhausen now sends it in on Alex Hare. Puck comes to the left face-off circle, Husky zone. Rosinski for Boris. Boris going to take a shot on goal. Wisniewski's there to make the save. Schoberl sends it out far side half boards, Iowa zone. Now it finally gets out. Here comes Nadler, and he's going to dump it in and go for a change. Here's Kevin Schwartz, backhand pass for Herlin. Cross ice for Greeny. Mark Greenberg has the puck, through neutral ice. Now he's in the Hawkeye zone. Gets rubbed off the puck there by Bentonhausen. Now Leon has a centering pass, goes through the blue paint, and Rosinski's stick is tied up, and he couldn't get a shot off. Schoberl gets it in. Now Ackery has it. Backhand pass around for Pedraza, misses him, and Greenberg can collect. Greenberg trying to go through the legs there of the alternate captain Castro, but he couldn't find the space. Now Greenberg has it again. He off a stick, off of Ackery's stick, and he gets the puck back. Does Greenberg. Back pass looking for Remley, and Ackery was there to take it away from him. Castro now finds Pedraza. Pedraza stops. Coletta bothers him off the puck there, and it's going to get out of the zone. Now the Hawkeyes have the puck. Here's Bobby Ackery. Has a giveaway to Greenberg. Greenberg looking to center it, but McLaughlin was there to take the puck away from him. Tyler Sukel, the birthday boy, looking to get a goal on his birthday. To the right point, finds Troy Hickey. He's going to take a shot. Looked like he was going to center it, but it was broken up, and back come the Hawkeyes. 2-on-2. There's a shot into the glove of Alex Hare, and he's going to make the save. Gray with the shot. 14-18 left in period number 1. No score.
The Huskies started off really well in the first 4 minutes of the game. It's really just keeping the puck in the University of Iowa zone, not letting them get back, not even a shot on goal in that first 4 minutes of the game. But in the last 4 minutes, Iowa's done a much better job getting it out. The Huskies gotta counter that and try to do much better in the offensive zone, get some shots on goal.
As the Huskies win the face-off, puck comes out to neutral ice. Now it gets sent in off the stick of Pedraza. Hickey's not sure where the puck is. Centering attempt goes right through the legs of Steve McMahon. And that was a grade A opportunity for the Hawkeyes, and they couldn't capitalize. Hare sticks it away. Usually he's pretty good with the puck behind his own net, but that time had a giveaway. Here's Gorska, takes a shot, sticked away to the near side corner boards Hawkeye zone by Wisniewski. Another shot from Hickey comes in, and he's going to cover up the puck. Does Wisniewski. 13:42 left in period number 1. No score between Hawkeyes and Huskies.
And we actually mentioned that Rob Bach was warming up. It looks like he's not going to be in this game. I have not seen him out there yet. It looks like they're going to go with one less forward tonight. And you saw that Gorzica was out with Brian Pounds and Nazila, and now you see Sukel with Jake Josh and Maher. So he's really going to try to give some rest to everybody with these one less forward tonight.
Yeah, and I'm looking on the bench, and I don't see Bach either. So Bach tried to go, and like you said, Duffy, he's not in the starting lineup tonight for Chuck Ronaldo. Hopefully he can get back and healthy for tomorrow night's game. As the Hawkeyes try to come out the puck, here's Cody Ringham. He gets bottled out the puck, but Bentonhausen finds him again. He goes through the legs of Schwartz. Now Maher trying to get it out of the zone. Joush is at the left point. He finds Sukel. Sukel, little speed there, bollard out the puck by Martin. But Sukel does a good job to take a hit and get the puck deep. Here's Schwartz now for Joush. Centering attempt goes through the legs of Sukel, and back out through neutral ice is Brian Pickett. Pickett trying to find Jake Joush, but picked off there by the Hawkeyes. Taken out by Martin, and he's going to go for a change as Schwartz can control. Off the near side half boards through the neutral ice comes Bentonhausen. He winds and fires into the glove of Hare, and he's going to make the save and cover up. 12:28 left in period 1, no score.
So far, both goalies are doing very well. Not a lot of big chances by either team.
Yeah.
But they haven't let any soft goals in. Alex Hare's having a good night so far, 5 shots, and I'm turned away all of them. But so far, just the Huskies need to do a better job getting their offense started. The defense haven't been passing well to the forwards, and they need to do a much better job to get the offensive play started.
As McLaughlin has the puck, looking for Ackery. Now Ackery's going to try to send it in, but he whipped on the pass. As Smith gave a good hit there to Hurlin. Now Ron Coletta up off the glass, kicked in there by McLaughlin. Now it's Ryan Smith sending it deep. Pedraza has it, looking for the center attempt, and Hare's going to cover up the puck. as Pedraza was circling like a shark. 11:59 left in the first, no score.
And it looks like University of Iowa is really going to that slot a lot. They're looking for passes in the middle. So the defensive of Coletta and Hurlin and Pickett and Schwartz, they have to make sure that they keep them out of that middle to make sure that they don't get any tip-ins or any good passing plays there. They really need to do a better job of getting those people out of the middle.
As Rosinski wins the face-off, out come the Huskies. Here's Boris for Rosinski now. He gets some answers. The shot goes off the outside of the crossbar. Good move to the outside. Jonathan Taveslight from Rosinski. And Hawkeyes cleared back in the zone. Hurlin kicks it over for Coletta. That one's sticked by Boris, and that's going to be icing, even though Jobo thought he had touched it. No icing there. As it was waved off, one of the referees said Iowa touched it. Now Hickey has it as Rosinski's still in the zone. And he's going to go for a change. Here's Gray. Gray has it stripped away by Boris. Boris looking for the shot. Takes it into the breadbasket of Wisniewski as Leon was flying right by to provide a screen. 11:11 left in the first, no score.
Well, again, it really seems like this first line is having probably the most chances out of anybody. They're doing a really good job on the forechecking. And like we said, it looks like they're going to go with 6 defensemen tonight as well. And it's going to be Hickey and LJ, Schwartz and Pickett, and Hurlin and Coletta as the defensive pairs. But like we said, the coach likes to switch it up a lot on the defensive side, so you never know.
There's Nick Remley. He finds Tyler Sukel behind Wisniewski. Now left side, half boards, Hawkeye zone. Now back around. And it comes to the high slot, kept in by Remley for a moment. But Quinn's going to get it out for the Hawkeyes. Hickey, backhand pass for Skimeka. Now Skimeka back for Hickey. Hickey can't find the puck. Sukel wraps up Quinn's stick, but Quinn fights through a check to get to the puck, now taken away by Hickey. Here's Nick Remley coming out through the neutral ice, finds Mark Greenberg. Greenberg's going to set, takes a shot, deflected out in front, goes wide on Wisniewski to the glove side. And it's kept in nicely by Troy Hickey. Out come the Hawkeyes. Here's Derek Quinn, and he has a giveaway. Good stick there by, I believe, Brian Pounds to keep that puck in the zone. Greenberg centering attempt for Pounds, but the puck was too far in front of the stick. No icing here as Pickett's got to go back and chase. He finds Troy Hickey, looking for Pounds again, but Tide did a good job there of breaking up the would-be odd man rush for the Huskies. Here's Pickett. Now he finds Brian Pounds, trying to do a little inside-out move there on Martin, but he couldn't find it. Hare gets taken down, no penalty called. Puck gets dumped in behind Alex Hare. He's back up, looks okay. Leaves it for Brian Pickett. Pickett off the boards, finds Brian Pounds. And he's going to control all through neutral ice over the Cyclones logo. Dumps it in on Wisniewski, and he goes for a change. Bettenhausen now around for Ackery. Ackery finds Martin out through neutral ice, left point Husky zone. Big save there by Hare. As a Hawkeye went diving Bobby Orr style. 9:14 left in the first, no penalties and no score.
Yeah, and you mentioned that Hare made a good save there. The reason he did is because he got a deflection off of Schwartz's stick, just trying to block that, and it ended up tipping in. So just a good job by Hare there. And you mentioned that it was a Bobby Orr style. Did you know that it was the backup? It was a backup photographer. The starting photographer went to the bathroom. It was the backup photographer that took that unbelievable picture of Bobby Orr.
That I did not know. Here's Nick Leon with a shot, goes wide, glove side. Good little hockey trivia. I might have to use that on some people. Where'd you see that one at?
I saw it on SportsCenter. Some about the Bobby Orr about the Bobby Orr picture.
Huh. Interesting. Here's Joe Boris now, right face-off circle. Finds Rosinski. I shouldn't go to Coletta with a shot. Gets blocked out, I think, off of Rosinski. Here's Troy Hurlin. Another shot comes blocked out at the high slot, and out come the Hawkeyes. Here's Bettenhausen. Bettenhausen gets it in deep. He's going to keep it in, does Sean Gray. Now taken away by Rosinski. Left face-off circle, Husky zone. Finds Nick Leon. He's in all alone. Takes a shot. Goal! The first line does it again. Boris to Rosinski to Leon, and the Huskies are up 1-0.
What just a great pass by Rosinski there from the face-off circle, from the defense zone all the way to the blue line. So just a great pass there to Leon. and Leon ended up just taking it the rest of the way, making a great move on Wazinski, and had him going one way, came back with the backhand and got it around his right skate. So just a great job by Wazinski and Leon, the tandem of Wazinski and Leon, who has 32, now 33 and 29 points this year. So they've just been unbelievable.
And
this first line is just
and the Huskies are going to get a penalty here at 11:39. I did not see. I believe it was a hook, because as soon as Leon went for the shot, the ref's arm went up. So the Huskies get a goal and a power play here, a double whammy. Here's Brian Pickett trying to set things up. He's usually the point man on the first power play unit. He's going to send it in around behind Wisniewski. Here's Nick Leon now. Rosinski, right point now for Hickey, takes a shot. Good save there by Wisniewski. It's free, and it's in. It's a goal for Justin Rosinski, and the Huskies go up 2-0 as it snuck by Wisniewski's glove and pad. And again, that first line, Boris Rosinski and Leon, 2-0 Huskies.
A great job there on the power play. Hickey just ended up getting into the net. That's what you have to do on the power play. Just get it to the net, hopefully for a rebound or a tip-in, and that's exactly what they did. Wazinski gave up a big rebound, not a big rebound, but a little bit of rebound there, and Rosinski just capitalized it, grabbed the puck, and put it right behind the skates of Wazinski, and just a great job on the power play there. Again, getting another power play goal and keeping that special teams going.
As we rejoin the play, Huskies now up. Here's another shot, comes out to the point, and Iowa comes up. Here's Wheeler. Backhand shot, big save there by Hare. Another save with the glove on Miller, and he gets stoned point blank, and the Huskies are up 2-0 with 7:39 left in period number 1.
Yeah, best sequence for Hare there so far this game. Ended up making a shot and gave up a rebound, but just good job by the glove there. So really good job by Hare. He's having a good night. So far 8 shots on him, and he's turned away all of them, and now it's 2-0, and just the momentum is now in the Huskies' favor. Let's hope that they keep this going for the rest of the period and get maybe another goal or two.
So at the 13-minute mark of period number 1, the Huskies are now up 2-0. On Rosinski's 9th goal of the season and 34th point on the year, as he got an assist on Leon's first goal. Here's Brandon Maher with the puck, one of Duffy's keys to get a point here tonight. Still, he is the only Husky without at least 1 point during the season so far. And it's not that he hasn't gotten the chances, that he's actually going to get a penalty here for tripping. Yeah, as I mentioned his name.
I mean, Jake Josh, he has 4 points, and Gorzyka has 4 points. Both of them 4 points on that fourth line. Just Maher, he's had the chances. He's had some shots on goal, just haven't been able to get that point. And it's too bad, because he's kind of, even though he's not a captain, he's kind of a big part of this team. He's always kind of the leader on the away games, always helping people like getting their gas money with
getting rooms, getting gas,
exactly.
getting everything situated.
You just expect him to kind of maybe be doing better, because he's kind of a big leader of this team.
Weems is the president of the organization, but I would definitely have to say that Maher is kind of like the D2 president.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Here's Ackery now, left face-off circle. No penalty called there. Huskies doing a good job so far in these last 6 games on the PK. Pops up. Where is it? Here doesn't know, and it's in. Here's Pedraza with a goal on the power play. As Hare, the puck popped up.
He's asking for the ref to call that, because he lifted his glove up when he had the puck, and he was asking, I think, for the refs to call frozen, because he had the puck in his glove, and they ended up lifting it. I don't know if Hare has a case, but he could. But now it's going to be 2-1. The refs aren't going to change their minds there, and it's going to be 2-1, and Hawkeyes end up getting a power play on their first power play of the game like us. So they're right back in this game, and we're having all the momentum, but that penalty really killed the Huskies there.
So at 13:26, Iowa gets a power play goal of their own, and the Huskies' lead is now down to 2-1 with 6:28 left in period number 1. Taken by Cody Palmer, kept in by LJ. Now it squeaks out to Quinn. Now through neutral ice, Hickey's back. Good stick there by Troy Hickey to get through the legs of Quinn, but he gets it in deep. Now Hickey has it, backhand around far side, half boards, Husky zone for Greenberg. Now Remley with some speed. He's got Sukel on his right wing, takes a shot. And it gets deflected up between the American and Canadian flags. 6 minutes left in the first. 2-1 Huskies.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, we expect Maher and Sukel to get in the score sheet tonight. Maher, no points, and Sukel, it's his birthday tonight, so you got to expect the birthday boy to have a couple points. So far, no points for them out of those 2 goals. It was Rosinski and Leon, so hopefully they can get in the score sheet tonight.
Out is Martin now into the offensive zone, goes through Hickey and LJ. Now to the high spot, here's a shot, big save by Hare through traffic, makes another save with the right pad. And Hare up to the task so far. Here's Brian Pounds now, has the puck taken away from him. In comes Ringham. He rings it around the boards, but Pounds is there to intercept. Here comes Nedzila in on the rush with Gorzica on his wing, but he gets taken off there by Tide. And now they battle for it in the left corner, boards Iowa zone. Good stick there. Here's Gorska with a shot. He actually just fanned on it. Couldn't get much on it as he had a Hawkeye right on his back. Ackery sticks it out of midair. Now Hickey in the neutral ice. Off the boards. Finds Joe Boris. He gets in. And nice stick there by Castro. Here's Nick Leon now back in the Husky zone for Brian Pickett. Through neutral ice for Rosinski, too far for Boris, otherwise they would have had another grade A opportunity with Leon up with Boris on the rush. That's going to go far enough for icing, but it's on net, so Hare has to play it. Schwartz gives a hit, but he gets the puck right back. Kevin Schwartz bothered there by Ackery, and good back pressure there by the Hawkeyes. Taken now by Wheeler. Joey Wheeler up for Ackery. He gets to the high slot. Center attempt. Good stick there by Pickett to intercept the pass. Leon through the legs. Now to Joe Morris. Takes a shot deflected off the protective netting. 4:09 left in the first. 2-1. Your Huskies lead.
Yeah, I mean, the way that, I don't know if I would agree with Hare that was no goal. You saw Hare on that first goal of the Hawkeyes. I mean, he said, I think he lifted his glove up. He had the puck frozen, he thought, but I'm not sure that's if he has a case there.
To be honest, I think it's more of a goaltender interference call as Wisniewski covers up the puck. Because as soon as the puck went in the air, he was kind of looking around where it was.
Yeah.
And by the time he found it, it was behind him, and Pedraza sticked it home.
Well, and you don't see the penalty of goaltender interference called too often.
No, unless it's blatant.
Yeah, it has to be blatant. So that's why the refs don't like to call it that much, because it's really a judgment call. It's really hard to call that kind of call.
Hurlin now for Sukel. He comes up to the low slot now, right in front of Wisniewski. But that's Verwort. Verwort has it. Now up for Nadler. Nadler gets the zone. Left side. Cuts in. Takes a shot. Big save by Hare. Point blank. As that's the second or third time that the Huskies have allowed the man to cut through, and Coletta drew a penalty there for roughing. It's going to be Gray going to the penalty box. 2 minutes for roughing as Coletta drew a penalty.
Well, and you saw Coletta, he drew a penalty there, and he got off the ice really quick, so then the refs wouldn't be looking at him as well.
Yeah.
So, but I actually ended up having an interview, and if in case we didn't tell you, I had an interview today with Ron Coletta. So I know you did, but just again, we're going to play that in the first intermission. He's a very humble guy. He was very good in the interview. About a 5-minute interview, much better than most of the players that we've been interviewing. So
wait till you interview Johnny.
Yeah,
that's going to be a very intellectual interview. Here's Hickey with a shot sticked out in front by Bettenhausen, but taken by Troy Hurlin. Now right point for Hickey. He has the puck. There's a shot from Leon, gets blocked out in front there by Purcell. Oh, Boris was open on the weak side, but it just went through his skates. And Iowa sends it down. 1:30 left on the power play. 3:05 left in period number 1.
Yeah, Boris had a wide open net there on Wazinski. Just ended up missing the puck from a perfect pass there.
Here's Hickey up off the glass. Finds Nick Leon, right side half boards, now in the corner of the Hawkeye zone. Rosinski's there, now gives it for Leon, down for Boris. Good back pressure there by Nadler, but Rosinski takes it away from him. Now to the point, right point for Troy Hurlin. He takes a shot, goes just wide. Blocker side of Wisniewski might have been tipped out in front. Here's Rosinski now. Hickey, down right face-off circle for Hurlin. Now for Hickey, back to Troy. Cross size for Rosinski, and the pass was too hot to handle. And Nadler trying to clear it, but Rosinski does a good job of shielding the puck. 40 seconds left in the power play, 2:14 left in period number 1. Troy Hurlin takes a shot, gets blocked out front by Nadler. Now Rosinski keeps in. His first power play unit's been out there the entire power play. So has the PK unit. Hickey fakes the shot now, looks for Boris. He's got it. Right point. Now down low for Rosinski. Now for Hurlin with a shot, gets blocked out in front by a Hawkeye. But that's the second time they've had the backdoor pass open. Now for Hickey. He's going to wind and fire, gets blocked out in front. Another shot just goes off the blocker of Wisniewski, and the penalty's over, but the Huskies spent the entire power play in the offensive zone. Here's a shot, Wisniewski's down to cover it, and finally Acree's going to get it out. Here's Troy Hickey, and there's going to be another penalty coming up to Iowa as Pedraza's going to take the puck. And it's going to be a cross check here on Iowa, and the Huskies are going to go right back on the power play.
And like you said, I mean, that power play of the first line of Rosinski, Boris, and Leon, and then Hurlin and Hickey on the defense were out there the whole time, and they had the penalty kill out there. They just couldn't put that puck in the net. They had a couple good shots, a couple good chances on goal, just couldn't put the puck in the net, and they already got a power play goal tonight, as we remember. With the nice rebound goal from Rosinski. So
yeah.
So far they're 1 for 2 tonight, doing a good job on the power play, and you got to expect them that their special teams are going to do good again tonight, like it was on Sunday.
Face-off won by Iowa, in control. They're going to dump it in. Alex Hare is going to stick it around for Troy Hickey. Looking for the back pass for Pickett. Now he does. Again, Pickett usually the point man on the first power play unit. Now he finds Greenberg, as it's the second PK or power play unit. Here's Mark Greenberg coming around the net. Now cross size for Pickett. Takes a shot off a Hawkeye, and he's going to clear it down the ice. Does Van Wert. Now Pickett has it. Finds Mark Greenberg as the play is gummed up at the blue line. And the Hawkeyes are going to clear it down on goal for Alex Hare to stick away to the near side half boards. 30 seconds left in the period. 1:11 left in the third power play for the Huskies. They're 1 for 2 so far tonight. Here's Alex Martin just killing off some time. 1 minute left, 19 seconds left in the frame. Here's Alex Hare. He stops it for Ronnie Coletta. Coletta up through neutral ice with some speed. Tries to get it deep, he couldn't do it. And now Sukel gets in, takes a shot, goes just wide off the end boards. Those boards have been pretty bouncy tonight. And the horn sounds, and the Huskies are going to go into the first intermission report. Up 2-1, power play goal by Justin Rosinski, and a full strength goal by Nick Leon. And then the Hawkeyes capitalize on their first and only power play, with Nathan Pedraza getting his 9th goal of the season. Huskies will have 41 seconds of power play time to start period number 2. Duffy, thoughts on period number 1?
Well, it really was the tale of special teams, it seemed, in that period. So because a power play goal from the Huskies and a power play goal from the Hawkeyes. So really just you got to do better on the penalty kill. Try to get a power play goal coming out of into the second period coming up, because we're still going to have 41 seconds on power play. So it's really a tale of that, and have that same energy that we had in the first period, because a lot of good passing, much better in the first period than we usually do. We always usually come out flat-footed, much better in that period.
Well, coming up during the first intermission report, we'll play the interview that Stephen Duffy had with Ron Coletta, and we'll also preview period number 2. Huskies are up 2-1 after 20 minutes. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzzed driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Over here at jamsonair.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear... Or how about this tasty track? I want to get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like it. We have them all. Lollipop, 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 lollipop. Well, maybe not that. Jamsonair.com. Radio when you want it.
We know balancing family, friends, work, and free time keeps you busy. We want to help you start your day off right. Whether you're visiting for business or for pleasure, you'll always get a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Free high-speed internet access, free hot breakfast served daily with fresh baked waffles and hearty oatmeal with toppings, friendly, helpful service, and much more. For one rate. Guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, we don't expect you to pay. That's our commitment and your guarantee. That's 100% Hampton. Go to hamptonin.com to find the nearest location. Hampton Inn and Suites, the official hotel of NIU hockey.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the state fair?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah.
The one with the reverse flip?
Yeah!
Well, you can't. You see, Billy, when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have done with it, including going to the state fair.
Oh, man.
Cheer up. This year, your parents will make it right. They're going to visit EnergySavers.gov, where they'll get tips on how to save energy and money. Then they'll add extra insulation and get a few of those Energy Star appliances. They could save hundreds of dollars a year. And you know what, Billy?
What?
They'll take you to the state fair next year.
But I want to go this year.
I know you do, Billy. I know you do. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Have you always wanted to be on radio or television? Don't lie to yourself, of course you have. That means that you need to come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. At ICB, you'll learn everything you need to know. Hands-on training in audio programming, video editing, and much, much more. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify, so you've got no excuse. Go online to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more information. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where your career begins.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to NIU Huskies Hockey. Now let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus for more NIU hockey.
And we're back here on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. First intermission report here at Foxville. Huskies are up 2-1. They'll have 40 seconds of power play time to start period number 2. But Duffy, you had a chance to sit down and talk with defenseman Ron Coletta. Can you kind of set up the interview? What do you guys talk about?
Well, I always ask about the rituals, if he has any rituals. I asked about if they do anything fun in practice. I asked a couple funny questions. Asked about where he played hockey before he came to NIU. Just some simple questions for him, but he was very good on the questions. It ended up being about a 5-minute interview. Very good, much better than most of the interviews that we've done. So he's a very well-spoken guy, and I really like the interview that I did with him.
Well, here's the interview that Ron Coletta had. This will take us up to the second period. Here's Ron Coletta. Enjoy, everybody.
And I'm here with defensive man Ron Coletta. I'm Stephen Duffy. Now, Ron, you guys didn't have the best weekend last weekend. I mean, you guys won on Sunday, kind of had some rough nights on Friday and Saturday. What do you think you guys did differently on Sunday? You obviously had a big game. What do you guys think you did differently on Sunday to win that game?
First off, I think we played better as a team overall. We didn't really get on ourselves like we did Friday and Saturday. Once we really knew that once we started playing like a team, not many teams could keep up with us, and that's all we did Sunday.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you guys do play within yourselves and play your game, you guys obviously are one of the best teams. Like, you guys beat one of the best teams in ISU on Friday, and we saw that if you guys are on your game and you play your game, you guys can win. Would you say that?
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. Definitely. And the ISU game was a big example of it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Now, obviously, it's always kind of tough for these for you guys at defense, because coach kind of always switches the defenses up a lot, the lines. Do you usually have any problems with finding chemistry within your D-men?
Oh, no. I think I actually like the way coach does it. It allows us to kind of get chemistry with 5 other defensemen rather than just one. So if ever needed, if one defense was out there with someone he's not used to, at least he's more comfortable with it now, since everyone's kind of there's no set defensive pair.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Now, what do you guys think you need to do this weekend to win these 2 games and have a good weekend against University of Iowa? You guys maybe think you need a good special teams like you did on Sunday, or maybe better defense? What do you guys think you need to do?
Honestly, I think we just need to play as a team better. I think if we communicate and really just don't get down on each other and nothing negative at all, I don't see any team really stopping us.
Now, we're going to try to start asking all the guys this. What high school did you play at, or traveling team did you play at before you came to NIU?
I played for South Belgium High School for my freshman-sophomore year, and then I played for the Northwest Chargers my final year of youth hockey.
And did you ever think that you were going to be able to make D2 hockey with NIU, or was this always your plan, or did you kind of just fall into this and it kind of came out here to try out for NIU?
I always wanted to play for NIU. I never thought I would make the D2 team my first year, but it definitely was a good transition, and it was a little difficult to get used to, but it's been a working process so far.
Now, I mean, the Blackhawks kind of have their jokesters and captain series. Would you say there's like a jokester on your guys' team or a captain series? I mean, who would you think that is kind of the jokester on your guys' team?
Too many to really say. I don't know. You can just single out one person as being the jokester or the one who's most serious. I think everyone's kind of inconsistent with that.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to be the jokester, and then other times people are serious. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who can really stand out to really be one or the other.
Yeah, we definitely saw that. Our broadcasting crew, while we were in Florida, we saw a lot of jokesters out there. But do you guys ever do anything like fun in practice, or is it all pretty much business with the coaches with you guys?
It depends on the day. Obviously, if we're working hard in practice, we usually get rewarded for it, and that's typical. If we're trying hard the entire time, obviously we're not going to fool around in a drill that's more fun towards the end, like if it's like a battle drill or a more fun shooting drill rather than skill set drills.
Yeah. And we've been this will be the last question, we kind of have been asking everybody what the rituals is. Rob Bach has kind of his sticks that he always picks from each game. Hickey said that he always tries to stay unfocused as possible. Do you have any rituals that you do before the game to kind of get yourself focused or get yourself into the game?
Specifically, not really. I do get dressed all the time from left to right, just for personal preference, but I tape my sticks before every single game. Other than that, I don't really have any special rituals or anything.
Yeah.
Any custom to.
Yeah, Rob Bach and Hickey, they were kind of funny with the rituals. But thanks for this interview, Ron, and hopefully it's going to be a win and a good weekend this weekend. Thanks.
Thank you.
And that's the interview that Duffy had with Ron Coletta, and
sorry the interview stopped there. My phone just turned off. I had to get it back on there with the interview.
But Ronnie's a good guy.
Yeah,
I mean, he always says hi to everybody on the, says hi to you and me and Kim and Dan before games, and on the bus he's always really friendly. One of the really good guys. Not that they're not all good guys, but one of the the genuine guys on
Yeah,
this hockey club.
yeah, one of the more talkative guys on the team. And like we said, he's a good guy. We saw him in Florida. He actually ended up letting me and Dan borrow his charger because we didn't have our chargers with us. And we had to get a charger while we were at the airport so our phone didn't die so we could call somebody. But, yeah, like you said, he's a good guy. He was a good interview there. And I really liked what he had to say. A lot of good things. He said there wasn't any particular jokester. I was wondering if there was any jokesters. But, yeah, like I said, he didn't think that there was any particular ones. But I like the way he's been playing here tonight. Again, another decent night from him. He's doing well, getting the puck up the zone, and he had a goal on Sunday, like we said. That's the reason I kind of did the interview with him tonight. He had a good game, so just a good guy there and a good interview.
As the Hawkeyes are back on the ice, what are you expecting out of the Huskies power play unit here with 41 seconds to start period number 2?
Well, I mean, my dad mentioned he's here with us today. He mentioned that even though that you don't get a power play goal and they were out that second power play. They didn't get a power play goal. They were on the offense zone for the next 2 minutes. So it just gives you confidence for the next power play or the 5-on-5 or the 5-on-5. So I mean, just a good. So far, the power play has been doing good. And from me, I like Coach Reporter's always said, just more patience. Try to get some decent shots on goal. It's just good penalty kill by the Hawkeyes, blocking a lot of shots. We've had some good shots on Wojcicki so far. So just. You got to expect the power play to get another goal here because they've had some good special teams all year and on Sunday.
And like we said, during that second power play, they spent maybe 1:50 of that 2 minutes in the offensive zone.
Yep.
I mean, just good passes. They weren't trying to force anything. If the lane wasn't there, they weren't taking a shot. And when the lane was there, I mean, they were right on the money.
And that's exactly what you need to do for a power play. You just need to wait for the lanes to open, get some good shots, good rebounds on goals. And that's exactly what they've been doing tonight. So just a really good job by that power play. And only one penalty kill so far that they've had to do tonight. So much better discipline tonight.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like from the Huskies. You got to have much better discipline because you can't be on the penalty kill all the time.
So it's going to be Nadler and Rosinski in the face-off circle here to start period number 2. Huskies with 41 seconds of power play time as Smith is still in the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking at the 18:41 mark of period number 2. Puck gets sent along the boards. Hickey's there to take it. He takes a hit to make a play. Puck comes free up to the high slot, and Iowa is able to clear it off the stick of Schoberl. Herlin gets it for Wisniewski. Sticks it around the boards. Kept in by Hickey, right point. Now down right half boards, Iowa zone for Nick Leon. Nick Leon has it. Now around behind Wisniewski. Sticks it on the left point for Herlin now. As Hickey's off the ice for Kevin Schwartz. And the puck comes back to neutral ice. Herlin for Schwartz. Now back for Herlin. Now Leon has it for Boris. Boris looking at his options. Stops. Now for Schwartz. Back for Boris. Now Leon has it. He protects the puck as he's bothered there by Shane Gray. Good keep here by Rosinski at the left point. He's going to get it deep. Bettenhausen's there. Leon's there. Puck gets kicked from Leon to Boris. Now Rosinski. And the puck comes free. Here's Martin through neutral ice. And both teams are at full strength. Huskies are now 1 for 3 on the power play. Martin looking for the centering attempt. Pickett was there to pick it off. Now Pedraza, the goal scorer for Iowa, has it. Out in front for Alex Hare. Starting attempt. Big save by Alex Hare! Oh, he went Superman diving style. And Leon shoves his man down. He didn't like the fact that he was whacking at Hare. But what a save by Alex Hare to keep this game 2-1 for the Huskies.
Yeah, just a good passing play there by the Hawkeyes. But just an unbelievable job by Hare, making a Superman dive across that was almost like, you see that in my game, NHL 14, like you see the guys like dive, but I've never really seen it much in real life, but you just see a diving save by Hare, just a great job, and he ended up getting into his glove, so no rebound as well. Just an unbelievable save by Hare, one of the best of the year probably from him.
Face-off won by Remley. McLaughlin has it now. Now in the zone is Pedraza. Pedraza has a shot go through the blue paint of Alex Hare. Pedraza's centering attempt gets sticked away there, and it gets kept in. Here's a shot by McLaughlin. It gets tipped in. Alex Hare doesn't have a stick. It's in the far side corner boards. Hickey looking to get it for him, but he can as the puck gets kept in. Here's Ackery. Diving shot. Big save by Hare at the goal with the shot. Net comes off its moorings. And who is that? That would be number 20. Joey Wheeler had a wide open net, and he shanked it wide of the goal.
Well, and no stick from Hare.
And the Huskies get lucky.
I mean, yeah, they got really lucky there. Hare ended up losing his stick. Like you said, Hickey was going to try to go get it for him like a defenseman should, but he just couldn't go get it because they were still in the offensive zone. So Hare ended up making a great save and really just missing a wide open shot from the Hawkeyes. So just a much better job by Hare here in this period, doing a really unbelievable save so far in this period.
Puck comes out to center ice over the Cyclone logo, taken by Ryan Smith. Palmer now for McMahon. He's going to get it deep. Alex Hare is there to stop it around near side half boards. Husky zone for Mark Greenberg. Greenberg looking for Sukel. Big hit there by Greenberg. Now Remley delivers a hit, and the Huskies are coming out swinging here in the early going. Puck gets sent all the way down. I believe that's going to be icing. It is. Whistle stops play. 17:04 left in the second period. Huskies still up 2-1.
Yeah, and in case you just joined us, in case you missed it, Rob Bach is out tonight. So the forwards we're one forward down tonight. So the coach has got to be he's got to switch it around, put some forwards on different lines. But Maher and Josh, they're not going to have their they're probably going to be playing a lot more tonight because they're missing that extra forward.
Here comes McMahon. He gets taken down, and a penalty is called on Brian Pounds as Hare gets taken down too. And finally, the net comes off its moorings. But I think that'd be a category under good penalty for Pounds, as McMahon had a 2-on-1 and he took his man out. Let's see what the call is here from the referee.
Yeah, some people would say that there's no such thing as a good penalty or a good foul if you're playing basketball, but I've always thought that I really do think that there is such a good thing as a good penalty because, like you said, they had a 2-on-1. They could have got a good goal there or a good chance, so that is a good penalty to take because you can't allow them to get that kind of big chance that they had right there.
So Pounds 2 minutes for hooking at 3:12 of period number 2, giving the Hawkeyes their second power play of the night, and they're 1 for 1 so far. Smith for Wheeler. Wheeler gets the zone, stops. Now for Ackery. Ackery takes a shot. Actually, I think he was looking for Wheeler to the right of Hare. Now Wheeler has it at the point. He drops it off. Shot, big save there by Alex Hare with no rebound on Van Wert. 16:31 left in the frame. 1:43 left on the power play.
Yeah, and I was telling all the shots and faceoffs in that first period. NIU ended up winning it in the faceoff dot 10-5. And the shots were 17-14 in favor of NIU. But so far in the second period, the Hawkeyes have 5 shots to our 1, so they're doing a much better job getting into the offensive zone.
As the puck comes to center ice, Sukel back for Schwartz, and Schwartz is going to get it just into the zone. Smith has it now. Smith over for Wheeler. Now Wheeler for Pedraza. Pedraza's centering attempt is broken up, but it's kept in by Smith. Now for Wheeler, down for Ackery. Ackery spins around. Now for Wheeler, comes out good stick there by Rosinski. Puck is loose out in front, but Wheeler keeps it in. Here's a centering attempt, and that is fanned down by the Hawkeyes, number 17, Van Wert. And their Hawkeyes stay in the zone. Ackery gets taken out. Here's a shot, big save by Hare where it's loose. And it's underneath his pads as Pedraza got a shot off as he was going down. 47 left in the power play, 2-1 Huskies.
Yeah, just another good chance by the Hawkeyes there. They're getting to the slot, and the Hare is just turning everything away right now. So far, it's still 2-1. He's keeping the Huskies in the lead, which is very big because they could have a couple of goals if Hare hasn't made these unbelievable diving saves and great saves that he's made in this period.
As the Hawkeyes win the faceoff, here comes a shot from Sobrell, and he gets blocked out in front. There's another trip there, but no penalty is called. Huskies get lucky. Here's a centering attempt. Big save there by Hare. Puck is loose out in front. Comes to Schobrell. Here's a deflection out in front and off of Purcell's stick, and it comes off the glass into the glove of Hare. He covers up. 24 left in the power play. 15-11 left in period 1. Huskies up 2-1.
Like Hare found out, I mean, you got to watch out for these bouncy boards. I mean, that almost came out again and ended up going weirdly probably off his back if he didn't turn back and see it. So just a good job by Harris seeing those bouncy boards and seeing the puck come all the way back to him and gloving it.
As the Hawkeyes win, here's Schobrell, right point. Purcell down low. Centering a big save by Hare with the pad. Good stick movement. Here's a 2-on-1. Nedzila and Remley in the offensive zone. Ned's over for Remley. Shot over the crossbar. Good flutter pass there by Nedzila. And Pounds is out of the box. Both teams are at full strength. But a good odd man rush, shorthanded there for the Huskies. Troy Hurlin now for Brian Pounds. Pounds comes up through neutral ice. Gets taken off the puck, but he gets it in deep. Wisniewski's there to stop it. Controlled now by Tide. Tide has it. He flips it up through neutral ice. Hickey's there, but it's taken away nicely by Quinn. Quinn for McMahon, for Sullivan. And out come the Huskies. Here's Troy Hickey. Troy Hickey stops, trying to go through Bentonhausen, but good stick there. Bentonhausen over the Hampton Inn Suites logo at neutral ice. Sticks it all the way in for Hare. Hare's going to stop it, send it around for Nick Leon. Nick Leon now for Justin Rosinski. Rosinski with some speed, gets through a check. Looking for Morris, takes a shot, and it goes through the blue paint. Good effort there by Justin Rosinski. And he was looking for Boris on the left side of the net. Leon for Rosinski now. He takes a shot that's in the skates of Bettenhausen. He's going to clear it out to neutral ice, as that's going to be an offsides play on the Huskies. 13:31 left in the second period. 2-1 the score.
And just about a minute ago, the Hawkeyes almost had another big chance, but LJ ended up stopping the back pass across the paint, which was very big because that could have been another big chance and maybe a goal for the Hawkeyes. So good job by LJ there, and him and Hickey have been doing well. All these defensemen have been doing well tonight. Only allowed one power play goal, no even strength goals yet.
Wheeler has it. Down for Ringham. Huskies send it in, and they're going to go back in as that fourth line's out there with Sukel, Maher, and Jausch. Good keep there by Sukel, but it's taken away by Bentonhausen. Or excuse me, that's Paulson, excuse me. He gets it in. Hare stops it behind his cage. Maher battles there, now taken by Ronnie Coletta. And there's going to be a delayed penalty call. Sukel's in all alone. Where is it? It's out in front. Whistle stops play, but I think there's a delayed penalty call. As there's a Husky down, it's Brandon Maher, the nearest side half boards in the Iowa zone. As Michelle, the trainer Michelle is out to tend to Maher. I didn't see how bad the hit was.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding his head. That could hopefully not be a concussion, but he's holding his head, as you can see in the camera there, in the view there. But I'm not sure if it could be a concussion. And he probably got hit pretty good into the boards.
As Hickey is doing his usual delegating out in front. The penalty is on number 8, Matt Polson. I'm going to guess it's probably either a boarding or a roughing call at the very least.
Yeah, I would probably say boarding, because you never like to see those kind of hits, because they're trying to cut that down in hockey, trying to cut the concussions and the big hits like that. And you saw right there, you saw why right there in that hit. And you see Maher down, and I still think he could be concussion because he's holding that head.
As Michelle is just trying to figure out what's going to happen here with Maher. As Polson is in the box, Hickey has got the directions from the referee. Now Joey Wheeler's trying to get an explanation. He's the alternate captain for the Hawkeyes, as Maher is still on all fours with his head on the ice. We don't like to speculate with a concussion, but if you're down like that, I would suspect that's what is happening. Now he's starting to move. He's getting up a little bit, trying to collect himself, and he's back up on his skates, and he's going to skate this one off. So it looks like Maher is doing okay.
It looks like he's going to be okay. That he's probably going to be very limited.
And it's going to be a 5-minute major on Polson. So with Maher a little shaking up, the Huskies and Chuck Rinaldo are going to have to go a little short on the bench.
Well, and you saw he made a pretty good pass there to Sukel, and Sukel used his speed there, almost ended up getting a goal from a good pass, and Sukel using his speed there, almost got a goal, and now they get a power play because of that hit.
Here's Hickey. Now for Boris, left point, or right point. Now high slot for Hickey. Fakes the shot, had a man down, couldn't handle the pass. Hurling now for Hickey. Hickey down for Boris. Boris right face-off circle, down low the end zone for Rosinski. Now Hickey has it. Hickey now for Hurlin, right face-off circle. Now to the left face-off circle. Here's Troy. They're just playing catch. They have a 5-minute power play here. Hurlin with a shot goes wide off the end boards. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Here's Joe Boris. Back for Hickey with a shot. Goes off the blocker of Wisniewski. Now Troy Hurlin has it. Back for Troy Hickey. Back for Hurlin. Now down low for Leon. Leon swings it in around behind, or to the left corner boards for Rosinski in the Hawkeye zone. Takes a shot blocked away there by Wisniewski. 4 minutes left on the 5-minute boarding major to Polson. Winds and fires, and Wisniewski's going to make the save as Boris didn't get much on it. 11:48 left, 2-1 Huskies.
Well, I mean, you mentioned that Hurlin and Hickey were just playing catch at the top for a while there. I think because on a 5-minute major, you don't really need to hurry on the power play. You have 5 minutes. If you get a power play goal, you keep going. They don't get the guy to come out of the box. So you don't have to hurry on this kind of power play because you could just take your time and try to get a goal out of it.
So it looks like Maher is okay on the bench. He's kind of laughing a little bit. Might have just been shaken up there as the Huskies come out with it. It's going to be Brian Pickett with Jake Joush, Greenberg, and Coletta up on the power play. Here's Tyler Sukel. Right face-off circle, now down to the corner boards. Top left, right point for Pickett. Now for Greenberg. Down for Sukel. Now Ron Coletta's there. Back for Sukel. He's bothered off the puck. Bettenhausen. Now Greenberg's in on the play. Nice keep in by Brian Pickett. Looking for Sukel. Joush with a point-blank shot, and it's saved by Wisniewski. Now here's Ron Coletta. 3 minutes left on the 5-minute major. Sukel down for Greenberg, looking for the centering attempt by Joush, and look where Joush is, right in front of the net. Here's a shot, goes just wide off the stick of Coletta. Pickett has it in the skates of Purcell. Benhausen and Purcell are there. Now comes out to Greenberg. Greenberg around behind Wisniewski to the point for Coletta. Almost lost an edge, but got his balance back. 2:40 left as Pickett was in on the rush looking for a tip. Coletta now for Sukel, right face-off circle. Right point for Coletta. Now left point for Pickett. Pickett off the boards for Greenberg. Greenberg takes a shot. Wisniewski was there. Sukel was open short side, but he couldn't bury it. Coletta back pass for Tyler Sukel. For Joush out in front, and Schoberl's going to send it all the way down. 2:13 left in the 5-minute major. 10 minutes left in period number 2. We're halfway done with the period. Huskies up 2-1. Here's Troy Hickey. Now for Rosinski, for Nick Leon. That one gets sticked away. Here's Tide. Battles with Rosinski. Now Leon's in on the play. Puck comes loose, controlled by Nick Leon. 1:47 left. Here's Troy Hurlin now. Takes a shot, sticked in on Wisniewski, and he's there to make the save. 9:36 left in the frame. 1:42 left on the major.
Again, I mean, this power play is keeping the puck in the zone very long. Really just a good job by both power plays. You saw Jake Joush on there. The reason you see him out there is because he's a big body just to put in front, just to kind of screen the goalie like you would see in a Dustin Bufflin of that 2010 Blackhawks year. And you like to see big bodies like that.
As it looks like Maher is going to go off to the locker room with the trainer Michelle. So now you're down 2 forwards with Bach being out, now Maher.
Probably going to go with 3 forward lines and try to put in Jake Joush in those lines. Try to get some different lines with Jake in him.
Wheeler clears the puck. 1:35 left in the 5-minute major. 9:27 left in the second. Huskies up 2-1. Here's Joe Boris now. He finds Nick Leon, takes a shot, gets deflected off the stick at Tide, and the Huskies are going to have 1:23 left in the power play.
Yeah, and you saw my hair going off there because you always got to be careful with those kind of injuries when you get smacked into the boards like that. Got to be careful with the head injuries, the neck. Make sure that he's okay, and probably he should be out at least for the rest of this period and maybe the rest of the game.
Here's Hickey now for Boris. Back to the point for Hickey. Now Boris, they play catch. Hickey winds and fires, and he goes way high as that one goes off the glass and into the glove of Wisniewski. 1:10 left in the power play. 9:04 left in the second period. As the Huskies doing a good job of moving the puck, but I think sometimes you'd rather get more shots on goal than playing catch.
Yeah, and you saw the puck come off the boards there. I mean, Alex Hare would be the first to tell Wazinski that he understands what's that about, because the puck and these bouncy boards could come back and hit somebody and end up going in the goal.
As Schobro gets the puck, clears it for Iowa. 1 minute left on the power play, 8:52 left in period number 2. In comes Justin Rosinski. Has some space. Backhand shot saved by Wisniewski. Now Rosinski has it, looking to the point. Hickey's going to keep it in. Hickey has it. Now it's taken away by Schobrel. And he's going to send it down the length of the ice. 36 seconds left, 8:29 left in the period. Troy Hurlin has it. Out through neutral ice, finds Joe Boris. Now Schwartz is up on the play, but he couldn't handle the hot pass as the puck lay loose, and Gray's going to send it down. 20 seconds left, 2-1 Huskies. Here's Troy Hurlin with the puck. Evades a check from Castro. Actually, Castro got him. 10 seconds left on the power play. Now Kevin Schwartz has it. Up off the boards for Troy Hurlin. Troy Hurlin gets the zone. Takes a hit to make a play. Troy Hurlin looking for Greenberg out in front. Sukel was there too. As the Huskies are back, both teams are back at full strength. Huskies are now 1 for 4 on the power play. Big hit there by Mark Greenberg on Castro. Around for Schwartz, around behind Alex Hare. Sukel up off the boards looking for Pickett. Now Greenberg has it. Greenberg with a little bit of time goes up off the glass. Sukel gives a hit, and that's going to be an icing call. Actually, that's going to be Sukel icing call. 2-1 Huskies, 7:22 left in period number 2.
Well, and you mentioned that they're 1 for 4 now on the power play. I mean, it's not like they've been getting good chances. They've been getting good chances every power play that they've had. Just Wazinski is having a great night tonight. He's really keeping the Hawkeyes in this game, really. And because we could have a couple goals, but so is Hare. I mean, it's really a goaltender night, it seems, tonight, because it's only 2-1 right now, and both goaltenders are making big saves right now.
Here's Tyler Sukel, a 1-on-3 with Greenberg. And Sukel gets it deep, and he's going to go for a change. Benthausen and Greenberg battle with the puck. Now near side half boards, it's McMahon and Remley. McMahon has it. Off the boards finds Palmer. Palmer gets the zone, takes a shot in and out of the glove of Alex Hare. Hickey in on the forecheck. Kept in right point by Benthausen. Takes a shot looking for a deflection, I believe by McMahon out in front, but nothing going. Tide keeps it in the zone. Puck comes around right side half boards, Husky zone. And now McMahon dumps it in deep for Palmer. Palmer and Hickey battle. Remley's there, and Palmer's going to win the battle. Here's a shot by Quinn. And he's going to get it deep. Benthausen sends it all the way around. Quinn has it right point. Now back down for Palmer. Skemeka battles in and behind Alex Hare. And the net's going to come off the moorings as Skemeka battled there with Steve McMahon.
And the second intermission coming up, I'm going to let you know what the Bulls are doing in their games tonight. They're playing the Portland Trail Blazers. Probably some football games I could also tell you about. And hockey games also
definitely some hockey games going on.
From Marcus. And also the Blackhawks are going to be on tomorrow, so we'll let you know what's going on tomorrow as well.
As well as we always preview period number 2, or look back at period 2 and preview period number 3 as we do during every intermission. We'll also talk about the big announcement that Giamine Kalangas made today, so stay tuned for that news if you have not heard what it is yet. Here's Ackery with a backhand shot, goes just wide. 5:56 left, and that one goes out of play, period number 2. As McLaughlin and Greenberg are going to go at it. They dropped the sticks. Looked like they were going to go at it for a minute. Now McLaughlin giving a face wash to Greenberg.
It looks like it's going to be double minors here. Both players were not happy with each other. They almost dropped the gloves, like you said. But I think if you drop the gloves in this league, don't you get if you do an actual fight, don't you get a 1-game suspension?
A DQ? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do, because they really did not allow fighting at all in this, and they were about to drop the gloves but thought better of themselves.
So at 14:05, we'll have matching minors here to McLaughlin and Greenberg.
And like we said, I mean, it really has been a goaltender night. Brennan Maher getting injured in this period, and remember that Maher has been out for most of this season. That's the big reason that he hasn't really been on the points sheet yet. He missed about a month, the first month of the season, because I think he had a back injury. I think an upper body injury. Maher, who just got hurt, I think he had an upper body injury. And it maybe could have re-aggravated that right there, and you saw him getting injured in that period. But yeah, you see that it's going to be double minors. It's going to be 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes with 5:55 left in this period. 2-1 so far, the Huskies. Just having a good night by Hare, and Wazinski also having a good night, keeping the Hawkeyes in this game.
So the face-off is going to be to the left of Alex Hare.
For some reason, the Huskies have 4, but the Hawkeyes have 5. And it looks like
the Huskies going to get a second minor as Joush is going to come to the bench.
I think they are going to get a second minor, so it's going to be a 5-on-4 and a third power play for the University of Iowa here.
As the referee is getting everything straightened out with the scoreboard operator. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 with the extra penalty going to the bench, I believe. So Iowa 1 for 2 so far tonight on the power play. And that's going to be an offsides call. 1:53 left here in the power play. 5:48 left here in period number 2.
And the reason that the penalty kill has been so good this year, you mentioned Coach said that it's just really been the play of all the players of the penalty kill. Remley, Sukal, just doing it, and Brian Pounds really has been big on that penalty kill too. Really just a great job by all the players doing a good job on the penalty kill, and that's the reason their penalty kill is just doing great this year and probably one of the top in the league.
Also with all the face-offs that the Huskies have been winning as of late, helps out when you can get quick possession and clear the puck down the ice.
Like we've always said, the face-offs are one of the best attributes of a lot of these players on NIU. Of Rosinski and
Neds
and Remley, just really just a good face-offs from all those guys.
Wisniewski stops the puck and going to let his teammates set things up. Wheeler now over for Ackery. Ackery's going to get it. And he's going to give it over for Smith. Smith back pass for Ackery. He gets to the point. Wheeler takes a shot blocked out in front. And Schwartz is going to go up off the glass, but he can't get it out. Good keep there by Ackery. Sukal trips his man, but no penalty called. Rosinski trying to get it deep. Now Wheeler has it. Out in front is the deflection off the stick of Pedraza. Couldn't find the back of the net. And finally, Hurlin's going to clear it down the length of the ice.
And I think Sukal got away with another tripping penalty there.
And Wisniewski just broke his stick, so the Iowa goalie doesn't have a cue. And the referee is trying to tell Smith that he doesn't have a stick. Now Smith gives his over. So Smith went out of stick. Purcell cross pass looking for Miller. Or for Nadler, excuse me. Nadler battles in with Neds. Now here's Schobrell. Schobrell now for Purcell. Now right face-off circle for Ringham. Schobrell plays catch with Pedraza. Now Nadler out in front. He's going to go across the ice. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and Joush is going to be out of the ice. Both teams are at full strength with McLaughlin and Greenberg still in the penalty box. Here's Troy Hickey trying to go off the glass, and he does. Now he finds Nedzala. Here's Neds getting in the zone. Centering pass looking for Hickey out in front. As Wisniewski still without a stick. And it's going to be offsides, and Wisniewski's going to go grab a new cue.
Well, and you, like you said, he had no stick, he broke it. So as a defenseman, you always got to give up your stick because the goalie is the most important person to have a stick out there. Second is defense, but they always make sure that they give their stick if the goalie breaks his.
Yeah.
And a good penalty kill there also by the Huskies, stopping again, and now the 1-for-3 University of Iowa.
Here's Wisniewski with a new stick, stops the puck. Now down for McMahon, taken away by Boris, and he sends it around near side half boards, now down in the corner. Here's Wheeler has it. Wheeler taken away by Rosinski. Now Bentonhausen has it, kept in nicely there by Pickett. Here's Nadler off the boards for Wheeler. Good stick there by Boris to take the puck away. Schwartz off the boards in front of the Iowa bench for Leon. Leon's got to wait as Rosinski was in the zone to avoid the offsides call. 2:47 left. Schwartz now for Brian Pickett. Pickett's going to get it in deep on Wisniewski. And that one's going to send its way down into the tunnel as the kids go running for the puck. 2:35 left in period 2. Huskies up 2-1.
Well, after getting that puck, they got to get one of the Huskies now to sign it for him.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Autograph, please. And always during the second intermission, the kids will usually do the, chuck-a-puck.
Yeah, yep. They like
I wish
doing
we had
here.
that when I was a kid. We never did chuck-a-puck.
I know, that was nice. They also did that at ISU as well, so it seems like a lot of arenas like to do that.
A lot of the college, because in college, that's where you usually get a lot of the little guys.
Yeah.
As Palmer takes a shot, blocked away there by Hare. It's loose, and it finds itself in behind Alex Hare's cage. Now Tyler Sukel has it. Now a giveaway. There's a shot, goes just through the blue paint. Off of Alex Martin's stick. Here's a shot by McLaughlin as Greenberg and McLaughlin are out of the box, so both teams now are at full strength. Here's Ackery. Ackery into the zone. Bothered off by Remley. Purcell out in front as Hare was going for the slide, and he kind of lost his balance. Now McLaughlin takes a shot into the chest of Hare. He makes the save. Saw that one all the way. 1:45 left. 2-1 Huskies.
You always got to, like we were saying about Jake Josh, he was always in front of the net on the power play. For Alex Hare, he's a good enough goalie that you need to get somebody in front of him because he sees everything. And he's really having a hot night tonight. He's in the zone tonight, only allowing one goal, I would say, on about 27, 28 shots. So really having a good night tonight by Alex Hare.
Brian Pickett gets the puck. He's going to clear it down. It's just going to go wide of the cage. Brian pounds in on the puck. 1:37 left in the period. 2-1 Huskies again coming up in the second intermission. We'll go over all the NBA, NFL, NCAA, NHL scores as we always do in between periods. The Hawks are back in action tomorrow. And it's a big night for the Blackhawks equipment trainer, or for the doc, Mike Gapsky, in his 2000th game with the Blackhawks, starting in '87. Now here's Nedzala in on the rush. He stops, waits, looking for Joush driving the net. Here's Pedraza now. Pedraza, centering attempt, takes a shot blocked out in front by Wheeler off the stick of Gray. Bettenhausen now has it. In around for Pedraza. Centering attempt off of Neds and off the post. Almost put it in his own goal. 1:04 left in period number 2. 2-1 Huskies. We'll get back to the Gapsky story during the second intermission report. Bettenhausen down low. He finds Ackery, but Pounds is there to take it away. Bettenhausen now, right point. He's going to whine and fire, blocked by Pounds. And they battle for it there. And kept in by Kester. Now here's Nedzala. He's got a breakaway. Nedzala. Good play there by Tide. Coming from the bench, diving, makes the play. Here's Piggy with a wraparound attempt, and Wisniewski makes the save. 28 left, 2-1 Huskies.
Yeah, really just a good play there by Tide, like you said, coming off the bench and just getting to that puck and diving for it. Kept a breakaway from Neds there. Just a good job there, and now you see that the first line's getting back out there with Boris, Rosinski, and Leon, who had a really good first period of both getting a goal, Leon and Rosinski, but nothing here in the second period because Rosinski is just having a good period here.
Here's now Boris. He finds the puck, left or right corner boards, Iowa zone. In front for Rosinski. He battles in behind. Now Boris has it for Herlin. 10 seconds left, and I think that's going to about do it as Harris going to come back and play it. He's going to send it around the boards, and the whistle horn's going to blow. Huskies are going to go into the second intermission report up 2-1 after 40 minutes of play here at Fox Valley Ice Rink. A really good back and forth period. Both teams with some grade A opportunities.
Yeah, it's just really just a goaltender night tonight so far in these first two periods. Hare having a good night and Wazinski having a great night tonight, keeping the Hawkeyes in front. And both goalies having a good night tonight. Good penalty kill by both teams. Only one power play goal on both teams. I think 4 tries out of the Hawkeyes. Maybe I would say 4 tries, out of the Hawkeyes, and 5 tries from the Huskies.
On the power play?
Yeah, on the power play.
Iowa's 1 for 3, Huskies 1 for 4.
Okay, that's why. Okay, yeah, I have that too actually. So yeah, it just a good penalty kill, good goaltending right so far in this period. It's just a good job, and you see it 2-1 still after period number 2, the same as period number 1. So let's see if we're going to get some scoring in this third period coming up.
Well, if I had my mic down, coming up in the second intermission report, we'll always go through all the pro scores, talk about the big news released today by GM Ian Kalangas, as well as talking about the story for the Hawks as they travel to Vancouver tomorrow night. Huskies up 2-1. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day.
I want to be a football
stadium. I want to be a
bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Gunzo's is your non-stop shop for all things hockey. Gunzo's carries all major brands such as Bauer, Easton, Reebok, Nike, CCM, and Ward. Gunzo's caters to not only players, but to teams as well, with the ability to take team orders. Gunzo's can customize jerseys, socks, t-shirts, warm-ups, and hockey bags. They have 3 convenient Chicagoland locations in River Forest, Morton Grove, and Chicago. Gunzo's is also the official equipment supplier of the Northern Illinois Huskies. Gunzo's Hockey Headquarters, where you will be treated like a pro.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of him having 15 career NASCAR victories, 1 in 1.7 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest.
I feel like I'm choking.
Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Hey, you're sitting around listening to the radio when you could be on it. You think I'm kidding? The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is looking for people just like you to enroll for classes right now. Stop wishing you were on the air and get down to making it happen. At ICB, students are trained by some of the best and brightest professionals in the industry. And not only that, you'll learn the ins and outs of both radio and TV. You'll be ready to take the airwaves by storm. There couldn't be a better time than now to hop on to beonair.com and fill out that application. It only takes a few minutes, and when you're done, you'll have taken the first step to getting on a fast track to your dreams. Once again, that's beonair.com, or you can call 630-916-1700. Classes are filling up fast, though, so you'd better get going. So what are you still doing here? Go now. 630-916-1700 or visit beonair.com, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street? Girl in street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. And we're back here on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. Second intermission report here as the Huskies are up 2-1 after 40 minutes of play. All goals in the first period on the power play. Rosinski from Hickey and Leon from Boris and Rosinski. Goal for Iowa. Nathan Pedraza, his 9th goal of the season on the power play. Huskies 1 for 4. Iowa 1 for 3 here so far tonight. Well, it's time to look at your NHL scoreboard update. 2 games already final today in the NHL. The Eastern Conference, Washington beats Montreal beats Washington 3-2. Goals by Travis Moen, David Desjardins, and Daniel Briere on the power play, and an Ovi with 2 goals. For Washington, Montreal wins 3-2. Pittsburgh beats the Islanders 4-3. Chris Kunitz with 2 power play goals, along with Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby. Goals for the Islanders, Colin McDonald and Thomas Vanek for the Isles. 2 games in progress right now. Florida trailing Calgary 3-2. Calgary goals Joel Colborn, Sven Barch, and Blair Jones. Goals for Florida, Tom Gilbert and former Hawk Jimmy Hayes getting his first pro goal of the season as the Florida Panthers trail 3-2 in Calgary. 1-1 Columbus and Vancouver, 12:49 left in the second. Matt Calvert and Daniel Sedin scoring respectively for Columbus and Vancouver. In the late game going on right now, Tampa Bay and Anaheim no scored, 15:25 left in period number 2. Ben Bishop and Jonas Hiller in net for Tampa Bay and Anaheim. Duffy, I know the Bulls are on tonight. And the rest of the pro scoreboard update.
Well, yeah, the Bulls right now are up 66-57 with 7:50 left in the third quarter. They've been on Portland pretty much the whole game. They've been beating them pretty badly, but it seems like Portland's starting to come back here. And Derrick Rose right now has 20 points, 3 assists. Boozer 16 points, 6 rebounds. And Dang 11 points, 10 rebounds. So those are your double-digit scores for the Bulls. And they're going in. Wesley Matthews and Damian Lillard have 18 and 11. So, and at least Rose is starting to get back. He's starting to have some big games for the Bulls. Had a big game last night with I think 20 points, and having another 19-point game tonight so far in the third quarter. And another big game going on tonight. Actually, a lot of NBA games going on tonight, but a big game is the Warriors versus the Lakers. And the Lakers up right now 47-41 in that. And other scores from besides the NBA and NCAA football. Let's see if there's any NCAA football going on tonight. Give me one second.
I didn't think there was.
I don't think there is, usually on Friday nights.
But isn't today the 24/7 NCAA basketball?
Yeah. Let's check that. You're right. Let me check that out really quick.
As I say, I didn't think there's any football on a Friday night. I could be wrong, though, because I don't watch much college football.
Yeah. And some of the basketball, like you said, going on tonight. Number 2, Kansas, winning 88-58. UConn, number 18, winning against Indiana only by 1 point.
Wow.
59-58. Indiana was actually ranked last year, but after losing a lot of their big players, they're not ranked anymore. VCU, number 10, ended up winning against Long Beach State, 73-67. Michigan only beating Florida State by 2, 82-80. Massachusetts beating New Mexico, a ranked team, 81-65. And then UCLA, number 22, winning 37-23. And Michigan State, number 1 ranked team in the country after beating Kentucky. They're winning 67-39 right now. So those are some of the scores in case you're missing some of those games because you want to listen to our lovely voices.
Oh, all the time. I don't know why you wouldn't be. I mean, the 2 viewers that we have.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of them, but in case you have been missing the game. Yeah, they count for us.
Well, the Hawks are back in action tomorrow night at 9 o'clock against Vancouver. Luongo is starting tonight, so the chances of seeing Eddie Lack tomorrow against the Hawks are pretty good. And like we were saying, tomorrow night it'll be Mike Gapsky's 2000th game for the Hawks as the trainer. He started in 1987. The Hawks lost 7-5 to the Leafs. And his first game was Eddie Olczyk's first game back as a Maple Leaf.
It really is amazing that he's been with the Hawks this long. I mean, really for any player, any coach, any really staff, it's amazing that they can stay with one team for that long.
And I saw a stat. I think there has been 383 players that have played at least one game in the Hawks sweater during his tenure as the doc.
Yeah, and really, like I said, I mean, it's 2000 game, and just a lot of dedicated staff for the Blackhawks. It's really just a great organization, and nobody would really nobody would want to leave it. And you heard Versteeg. His heart is in the Blackhawks. A lot of people like coming to Chicago. You never hear anybody complain when they get traded to Chicago or when they get signed by them.
It's always better.
Because it's a great city, and usually they're great teams that they're coming to. So it's just great to stay with the team for that long.
Yeah.
And you can see that because the staff just loves the organization and loves working under GM and owner Rocky Wards and Stan Bowman. So it's just a really... You got to expect that from kind of the staff from the Blackhawks.
Well, Crawford is going to get the start tomorrow night. I will think that Ronto will get at least a start or 2 starts. They still have 4 more games after tomorrow night on the rest of the circus trip.
Well, you heard me say that I don't know. I don't think that they should overdo Crawford because he's already played, I think, in about 20 games this season. And remember, he could be playing on the Canadian team coming up in the Olympics. And then also, I mean, he's come in relief for Javi Bulin twice now, 1 on injury and 1 having a bad game. So, I mean, he's been playing a lot this year. That's why I kind of want them to play Ronta a couple times in this trip.
Yeah.
Because you can't have Crawford get overdone because he's just, I mean, obviously he's having a great year, but sometimes it's just too much for a goalie to play that many minutes in that many games.
Well, the Hawks play tomorrow night at 9, and they're in action Monday in Edmonton, which is where I would probably put him.
Yeah.
Then they play Wednesday in Calgary, and then they have a back-to-back next Friday, Saturday in Dallas and in Phoenix. So expect Ronson to probably get a start. It's a toss-up. Where would you put him? I mean, both teams are really good. I would probably put him against Dallas.
I would say, like you said, probably Edmonton, I would say, would be a good start there. And then, like you said, both teams are good. I would say Dallas because maybe their defense, their offense isn't the greatest. I mean, their defense is good and their goalie's great, but their offense isn't one of the best in the league. So I would say that would be another game that you could start him at. And you got to see how good this kid is. I mean, everybody's been saying that he's been playing great down in Rockford.
Yep.
He's been doing great down there. So you got to see how good he can do and see if he can keep this job. If Javi ends up staying hurt, then just keep him on IR and just keep Ronta up.
Yeah, and he didn't even look bad when he came in for Crawford. I think he gave up 1 goal or 1 or 2 goals, but I mean, for his first ever NHL action, he didn't look half bad.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, people I think really want to see how good this kid is. And I think he could be a really good goalie, especially, I mean, we're going to be losing Crawford in 3 or 4 years. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to keep Ronta that whole time. But, I mean, you got to expect them to be looking for other goalies because Crawford is getting up in age now. I think he's 30, 31. So, I mean, he was pretty young when he came in, but he's been with the Blackhawks now for, I think, 4 years. So you're looking for that replacement goaltender in a couple years when you lose Crawford.
And you're talking about Crawford, he's started in 19 games, and he's
that's
been
what I thought.
in 21 games.
Okay, so like I thought, he's been in about 20 games, I said. So, I don't know. I don't think you should overdo him, especially with the Olympics coming, and he might be on the Canadian team. So he's going to be having a lot of games, and you got to remember the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously you got to expect the Blackhawks to make the playoffs again, so you got to remember the playoffs. You can't just overdo your goalies because he's going to have a good playoffs like he did last year.
Well, right now the Hawks do lead the entire league with 34 points. That's 1 point in front of the Anaheim Ducks, who are in action right now against Tampa Bay. Again, 4:12 left in that game, or second period, no score. So if somehow Tampa Bay can find a way to beat Anaheim and the Hawks win tomorrow, they'll get a 3-point lead.
People think that after Colorado beat the Blackhawks 5-1, they think maybe they could be the best team instead of the Blackhawks. I don't know.
think so.
Do you think that just the Blackhawks had a bad night, or do you think that the Avalanche are actually for real?
I think the Avalanche were for real during their little run at the beginning of the year. And then they kind of came down to earth and came down to everybody's level. I mean, they were at the top of the league at one point. Now they're in 5th place, 2 points behind Chicago. But when you look at the standings, the top 10 teams in the league, 8 out of the 10 are from the Western Conference.
Yeah. Well, and you see Colorado, it doesn't even have an overtime loss yet. They're 16-5. And the reason Chicago's in front is because they're 15-4-4. They've had 4 overtime losses, but those are 4 points for them. So that's why they're in the lead. But Colorado still haven't had an overtime loss yet. But I don't know. Maybe they're for real. I still don't know because remember they have a new coach in Patrick Roy, and you still don't know how he's going to do with that team. If they're going to fall off or if they're going to keep going the way they're going.
And you look at the top 8 teams in the conference for the Hawks to make the playoffs. The 8 teams are separated by 2 points.
Yeah, there's a lot of good teams there. I mean, you see St. Louis, San Jose, Anaheim, Colorado, Phoenix, Minnesota, and Los Angeles. Unbelievable teams there. A lot of good playoff teams that are going to be tough to get by. That's why I can't see. Obviously, I would love the Blackhawks to repeat, but with all those teams that are there, that's a lot of good teams that you have to go through to make it a Stanley Cup again.
Well, you talk, and Edzo made a really good point, and so did Pat Foley, that you're going to have to get over 100 points to the 100-point mark at least to just make the playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the Western Conference.
Pretty much. This Western Conference is very deep and like I said, a lot of good teams. So, like you say, you got to get to 100 points. And we'll just see what the Blackhawks do. And they have an important game tomorrow and see if they can win that tomorrow. They've been doing so far good. So far, they've been doing good this year. So let's see how that goes as the third period gets underway here.
And Rosinski's going to win the faceoff and get it down on Wisniewski. He makes the save. Bettenhausen has it now. No carryover penalties. Huskies lead 2-1. Here's Nick Leon with a shot. Gets blocked out in front by Bettenhausen. Purcell gets taken down. Schobrell gets taken down by Leon. No penalty. Schobrell around for Bettenhausen. Off the boards, looking for Purcell, but Hickey's there to take it away. Leon off the boards looking for Boris. Looking for that puck to spring off the boards just a little bit more than it did. Purcell has it taken away nicely by Rosinski. He finds Nick Leon in the offensive zone. He takes a shot. Stick save there made by Wisniewski. Centering attempt by Rosinski, and he takes a shot. Point blank save made by Wisniewski. Here comes the Hawkeyes, 3-on-2. Hickey battles now with Acri. Acri down for Pedraza. Centering attempt saved by Alex Hare on the short side on the right of the post. Here's Acri now, gives it over for Castro, back for Acri. Around behind Hare, and Hickey's going to take it. Hickey with some room. He's got some ice in front of him. Finds Joe Boris off his stick, and Boris is going to go for a change as that second line's out on the ice. Here's a shot deflected off of Remley's stick, off this attempt by Tide. Here's a chance out front. Shot goes over the crossbar. Great point blank. Goes over the crossbar. Here's Van Wert. He gives it over for Wheeler. Wheeler looking for Nadler. He's going to find him, but Hurlin's going to beat him to the puck. Here's Hurlin now for Coletta. Back for Troy Hurlin. Through neutralized for Sukell. He's going to stick it in there, so no icing called. Back is Tide. Tide has a little room. Fans on the centering or the pass attempt, but good coverage there taken now by Nadler. Nadler over for Gray. Gray takes a shot, sticked away to the near side half boards Husky zone by Hare. Van Wert taken down by Hurlin. There's a centering attempt for Gray. Now McLaughlin has it. Winds and fires, blocked out front by Van Wert on his own man shot. Coletta now for Troy Hurlin. Troy Hurlin off the boards, finds Tyler Sukell. Now there's a giveaway. Purcell has the puck. Takes a shot into the glove of Alex Hare with Iowa lurking. 17:22 left. As Hurlin's going to get a penalty. And I believe that might be a retaliatory penalty here on Troy Hurlin.
Yeah, because he ended up knocking one of the Hawkeyes down there to the ice. So I think that.
And Hurlin's actually going to get sent to the dressing room.
He's getting kicked out of the game here. And that's big because that's going to put you down to 5 defensemen now. And you're going to have to switch up the defensemen as well as the forwards because we're down in the forwards, losing Maher and Bach this tonight. So
there's going to be a Hawkeye going to the penalty box. That's 17. That's Kyle Van Wert. So his penalty is at 2:37.
And actually before those penalties, you saw Sukel give up a bad turnover there. I mean, they've been giving up some bad turnovers in this game, but Alex Hare has been really saving them tonight. Only allowed 1 goal. Let me cut up the shots here.
So the referees are giving the explanation. Remley getting it from the referees. So 2 minutes up for Van Wert on the board so far. That's 1 penalty. We know Hurlin's been tossed from the game.
So far, I've counted up the shots, and University of Iowa have 30 shots so far through the first 3 periods here, and NIU has about, I would say, 30 shots. Both teams have about 31 shots on goal. So, I mean, both goalies are having a good night. Alex Hare has been really saving his teammates who have been giving up some bad turnovers in their zone and doing a great job with that tonight because goalies always are caught off guard if you give up turnovers in the defensive zone.
So it'll be a 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then Iowa's going to get 3 minutes of power play time for the 5-minute major on Hurlin, and Josh will serve the rest of that penalty. The second time where he hasn't been called for the penalty, but he's going to serve it.
He's going to have to serve it again.
So it's Rosinski, Pickett, Leon, and Schwartz out there. Pedraza wins the faceoff. Rosinski has it, looking for Leon, but it's picked off there. Now Nick Leon has it. He gets the offensive zone, loses an edge, and back comes Pedraza. Here's Quinn in all alone. He shoots over the crossbar. Net comes off its moorings. Ackery again with a shot, and finally the whistle blows.
Yeah, that came off the moorings about 10 seconds ago, and they finally do blow the whistle after the net comes off. But a big breakaway chance there from the Hawkeyes. Schwartz tried to kind of get back, but he just couldn't quite do it. Just a good pass from the Hawkeyes. Ended up going over the crossbar, missing another chance. They've been missing a lot of chances on Hare tonight.
1:37 left on the 4-on-4. Rosinski and Pedraza in on the faceoff circle. Pedraza's going to win it, but Rosinski takes it away from him. Out through neutral ice is Nick Leon now. He finds, looking for Rosinski, and Wisniewski's going to cover up the puck. As Rosinski almost was in all alone. 1:27 left on the 4-on-4, 16:48 left in the game, 2-1 Huskies.
Well, and you see the Huskies are pressing a little bit because they're trying to get a goal here before they have to serve the 3-minute power play. And maybe because you try to get a goal here, try to go up 2 goals so you don't have to worry too much about them tying the game back up on the power play.
Puck's loose out in front, and the Hawkeyes are going to clear it as it's tipped, so no icing called. Hare's out to play it. Hickey now has it. He's going to backhand it around the boards for Skemeka. LJ now for Rosinski has it. And he comes out through neutral ice, finds Nick Leon. Now for Troy Hickey, takes a shot into the skates of McLaughlin. And the puck gets kept in by Hickey. Now it comes out as Palmer has it. Palmer goes for a change. Quinn takes a shot. Big save by Hare, and it's in. The puck is in. It looked like the net might have come off before the puck went in the net. Refs say no. And the Hawkeyes have tied this game up at 2 apiece with a 4-on-4 goal by Tide.
Well, I mean, you saw Alex Hare there get a lot of that puck. It just ended up trickling through his pads and really just sitting there on the blue line, blue paints. And the Hawkeyes ended up capitalizing on that and coming in and tying this game up and get the puck in before the nets came off. I'm not sure if the net came off the moorings. We're not sure. But
it was close.
But it was very close. But the refs ended up saying it was a good goal. So it's now tied 2-2 with 16 minutes left about in this period.
As Coletta dumps it in Wisniewski, he's going to cover it and take a whistle. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4 before Iowa will go on the power play for 3 minutes with 15:55 left in the game.
Well, I mean, I mentioned that the Huskies had to get a goal. Now the Hawkeyes got to go and tie this game up before they get the power play. So big job by the Hawkeyes there. So now we need to kill off this penalty that is coming up here with the 3 minutes.
Greenberg for Coletta. He takes a shot in the glove of Wisniewski. He's going to hold on. 2-2 the score. 24 left on the 4-on-4. 15:45 left in the game. Huskies and Iowa tied at 2 goals apiece.
Looks like it's going to be Sukel, Greenberg, Schwartz, and Coletta out there for the 4-on-4 right now.
Out come the Hawkeyes. Here's Wheeler. Winds and fires and goes way over the crossbar. Not even close. Now Smith and Schwartz battle. Schwartz is going to get the puck for Greenberg. Greenberg turns, looking for Sukel. He dipped, or Greenberg thought he was going to dive, and Sukel dipped. Here's Wheeler now, out through center ice. Has it for Martin, and it's taken away there by Schwartz. Now Greenberg in the Hawkeye zone. Wheeler takes it away from him and finds Martin. Coletta gives him a jolt, and Martin goes for a change. Here off the glass, now it finds Pedroza. Here's Pedroza, the shot goes over the crossbar, and Smith sticks it around. Here's Ackery now. Ackery and Schwartz battled for the puck. It's won by Pedroza. Coletta's on his heels. Now around for Smith behind Hare. Now for Ackery. Now left point for Wheeler. Wheeler winds and fires, goes just wide to Alex Hare. Here's Pedroza. Right face-off circle. Now for Ackery at the left point. Wheeler with a shot blocked away there by Hare. 2 minutes left on the Hawkeye power play. Now here's Ackery out in front. Big save by Hare on for Wart. Here's Ackery now for Wheeler, right point. He another takes a shot in the pads. And Hare had to be careful last time that happened. It went right through in for a Hawkeye goal. 14-13 left in the game. 2-2 your score.
Well, like you mentioned, that second goal ended up trickling through, and he had to make sure that it didn't trickle through there. And he did a good job there. Again, it's tied 2-2. I mean, you really got to do a good job. 1:52 left in this penalty kill. And so far, the Hawkeyes are 1 for 3. They could be 1 for 4 if we ended up killing this off. And it could be a nice fought game for the next 14 minutes if we kill this penalty off.
Huskies win the face-off and they clear it to center ice. Here's Tide. Tide gives it over for Purcell.
Good hit by Neds there.
Yes, Hickey's going to clear it all the way down the ice. 1:35 left on the power play. Wisniewski leaves it for Pedroza. Now Bettenhausen up on his wings, going to get the pass. Out through neutral ice with a little bit of speed. He finds Hickey, flat-footed shot. Oh, just goes wide, trying to find that far crossbar. Here's Tide now. Spin back pass for Nadler. Nadler cross ice for Schobrell. Schobrell down for Ackery. Here's Purcell, a shot into the chest of Harry, makes the save. 13:28 left in the game. 2-2 your score. 1 minute and 6 seconds left on the power play. As Ackery had some great speed to the outside, he found Hickey flat-footed, and he just got right around him.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of speed you can see a lot of speed by the Hawkeyes here, and you're seeing that tonight. Both teams have a lot of speed, not a lot of big hitters, but speed on their teams, and they're showing that tonight. So far, 2-2, nice fought game right now.
Wheeler with the shot goes just over the right crossbar, or the right bar. Now Ackery has it left point. Ackery looking at Wheeler. He's going to go down to Pedroza. Now Ackery for Wheeler. Wheeler's going to skate in and take a shot. That one goes off the blocker of Hare. 46 seconds left on the power play. 13 left in the game. Short side save made by Hare. Can't clear it. Here's another attempt, and finally Pounce is going to send it down the length of the ice. Here's Ackery now. Ackery has it through neutral ice. He gets into the zone. Has a little bit of speed that goes over the shoulders of Alex Hare, kept in by Wheeler. Now for Pedroza. Here's a short side, big save by Hare as he goes cross post to post, and the puck's gonna get out to neutral ice.
And fans are showing it for Hare right now. Big save by him, sprawling out.
Pounds is gonna get out to neutral ice. And Joush is out of the box, and the Huskies kill a 3-minute power play. Here's Hickey. He's got Rosinski one-on-one. Rosinski gets in, takes a shot, taken down, but no penalty called. That should have been a penalty shot at least. Now Nick Leon has it. Nick Leon's centering attempt goes off the side of the cage. And the puck gets flipped out to center ice as Pickett gets taken down by Van Wert. Pickett's still down, and finally he gets up. The old man Pickett takes a little bit more time than the normal player.
Yeah, I mean, they say that he's old. He's only 26, but that's why they call him Old Man Pickett, Grandpa Pickett, because he's one of the oldest.
Pickett, Old Man Pickett, Wilson, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, because he's one of the older men on this team.
As Pickett gives a little shove to Martin. Now Leon has it. Down for Pickett. Bettenhausen picks off the pass. Takes a shot off the chest of Martin, of his own guy. Hickey has it now off the boards, looking for Nick Leon in the near side half boards. Husky zone, good hit there on Bettenhausen from Leon. Pickett for Rosinski, he's going to tip it in. Boris is going to go for a change. Out comes Greenberg. Here's Cody Ringham. Ringham gets the zone, goes around Hickey, takes a shot, goes far glove side. And it's going to come to the left side half boards for Pickett. Out to center ice, Iowa controls. Here's Ty, gets his own, takes a shot into the glove of Hare. He makes the save. 10:42 left in the game, 2-2 your score.
And we saw Grandpa talking to you there.
Grandpa?
No, sorry.
Grumpy.
Grumpy, that's why I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant, Grumpy. We were just talking about Grandpa Pickett, that's why I said Grandpa. But we just saw Grumpy there. We haven't seen him in a while.
He's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm doing the game right now. Oh, Grumps is good.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is. He does a lot for the. I mean, he
does.
does a lot for this team. He's at every.
He's basically kind of like the Huskies guy that has been here for about 20 years, like we were just talking about for the Blackhawks.
Yeah. I mean, he does everything. Sticks, skates, pads, laundry, everything for these guys. Here's Mark Greenberg out through neutral ice. He's going to backhand flip pass near side corner boards, trying to look for Sukel, but it's taken away by Steve McMahon. McMahon finds Quinn. Quinn's all alone. Shot. Big save by Hare. As the net comes off its moorings, and I think Coletta's going to go for delay of game.
I think it's because they think that he knocked the net off on purpose.
Yep.
But he's trying to make his case that he thought he did it on accident. But nevertheless, the Hawkeyes are going to get their 5th power play of tonight. Both teams 1 for 4 on the power play. So far, both penalty kills have been doing pretty decent.
So a 9:45 delay a game call, and Ron Coletta gives the Hawkeyes their 5th power play of the night. Yep, delay a game. So it'll be Remley and Gray in the faceoff circle. Gray wins it. Controlled by Nadler. Nadler left faceoff circle. Shot into the chest of Hare. He's going to cover up the puck. Huskies PK has been doing very good so far this season. And as of late, like Reporto said, special teams have been the key to the Huskies' success the last 2-3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, I would say, yeah. And really, special teams have been key all season with great power play and penalty kill this season.
Here's Nadler. Sticked away by Remley to Greenberg. He's going to send it down the length of the ice. Wisniewski for Nadler. Nadler's going to get it back. Looking for Gray. And Greenberg almost had it out, or just out of his reach. Now Tide battles for the puck. Schwartz is going to get it out of the zone in between the skates of Purcell. Now Schobrell has it. He's going to send it in deep. Here's Alex Hare up off the glass. Schobrell, right point. Now down low for Purcell. Purcell's bothered there by Hickey. Now Tide with a shot. Deflected in on Hare, and he makes the save. Butterfly style. 9:16 left. 2-2 your score.
Yeah, and it was a shot there by Tide at the point, and it ended up getting deflected by Sean Gray right in the slot. So just another great save by Hare. He's had about, I would say, 5 great saves tonight, maybe even more. He's just keeping the Huskies tied right now, and so is Wazinski over there on the Iowa side.
Here's Rosinski now. That almost went into the bench. Mike Raporto putting both hands up. Here's Rosinski and Sukel. Sukel is shot into the chest of Wisniewski, the birthday boy looking for a birthday goal. 2-2 your score, 50 seconds left on the power play, 9:04 left in the game.
Almost finally getting his first point there with the birthday boy. But a nice job there by the two forwards, forward-checking and keeping the puck in the offense zone. And now they're just going to try to play keep away here. Rosinski is.
Rosinski looking for Pickett in, and he makes the save. Does Wisniewski point blank. Oh, Pickett in on the play and almost buried it. Here's Smith around now for Pedroza. Now for Wheeler. He's going to find Ackery. Ackery skates in. Now Sukel almost takes it away. Here's a shot, gets deflected in the far side corner boards Husky zone. Now Pedraza has it. Pedraza, right side point for Smith. Now left point for Wheeler, down low for Ackery. Ackery circles, finds Pedraza. Here's a short side save made by Hare. Where is it? Sluice Huskies are going to get a whistle as the ref lost sight of the puck. 3 seconds left on the power play, 8:18 left in period number 3.
And because of all these penalties in the third period, I would say University of Iowa now have about 40, 42, 43 shots on goal on Hare, and he's only allowed 2 goals in there. And the Huskies have, I would say, they had 30 shots in the first 2 periods, and now they probably have about 40 shots. So a lot of offensive chances here for both teams. Just both goalies are having a great night tonight.
Yeah.
2 goals apiece right now, and just really a goaltender night, like I've been saying the whole night.
So still no score in Anaheim and Tampa Bay at the end of 2. Vancouver up 4-1 on Columbus. And then your finals, Pittsburgh 4-3 over the Islanders, 3-2 Montreal over Washington, and 4-2 Calgary over the Panthers. Here's Remley. He gets it into the offensive zone, but it's controlled by Bettenhausen, and Collette is out of the box. Both teams are at full strength. Iowa's now 1 for 5 on the power play. Schwartz looking for Joush, but Bettenhausen has it. Now for Schobrell. Takes a shot from center ice. Sticked away by Hare. Now Martin has it. Martin working from behind the net. Good hit there by Kevin Schwartz. And that was going to go to the high slot for Schobrell. Now Martin has it down low behind the end line. Now here's a shot. It goes off the stick of Schwartz by Castro into the protective netting. 7:30 left in the game. 2-2 the score.
And at the end of the third quarter for the basketball, Trailblazers lead the Bulls 78-71. So they actually come back in this game, I think, after being down the biggest, I think, by 15 after the first half. So
yeah,
the Bulls
what was it, like 42-20?
I think it was 59-44 at the end of the first half for the Bulls. So they were up 15 at one point. I think a big lead, I think up by 20 at one point, but they've let them back in the game, and now 78-71 at the end of the third for Trailblazers.
And the Trailblazers, you said, are 10-2?
Yeah. Again, 6-4 for the Bulls.
Here's a shot by Rosinski, blocked out in front, kept in by Pickett. Bettenhausen has Leon on his back. Now taken by McMahon. And is Martin. And it's taken away by Pickett. Now Nick Leon has it. Out through neutral ice. He's going to get the zone. He comes in right face-off circle, taken off the puck there by Bettenhausen. Puck gets sent in around far side half boards for Steve McMahon. Out through neutral ice, he has the puck. He's going to dump it in. That's going to be an offsides play as Derek Quinn was in just about a half a step too late. 6:40 left, and I apologize if I sound a little stuffed up. I'm peddling a little bit of a cold.
Yeah, I had that a couple weekends ago. Yeah, it's been going around because of the change of weather.
Oh.
But
and now it's supposed to get to like, what, 20-something degrees the next 2 days?
So, there's a lot of colds and flus out there. But another kill penalty there by the Huskies. So they're now 4 for 5 on the penalty kill. So doing a good job tonight, even though they won one power play goal, stopping a lot of chances for the Hawkeyes.
Here's Nedzela has it. He gets the zone, takes a shot through the skates there of McLaughlin. Now shot, score! Brandon Nedzela gets a feed from Brian Pounds, and the Huskies are up 3-2.
Yeah, and you saw Wazinski just lost track of Nedzela there. He didn't even know that he was behind him, so he was way out of the blue paint there. So Nedzela just was waiting there for the nice pass there and just really just put it in an easy open net. And that's, I think, going to be Nedzela's 4th goal of the year. Only 4 points for him this year, but 4 goals.
Yeah.
So he's having a good year on the score sheet and the goal count, but no assists. But he's also a good faceoff man, so he's a good, important guy for this Huskies team.
13:33, Nedzela scores. That would be his 4th goal of the season to give the Huskies a 3-2 lead late here in period number 3. Here's Pedraza. Takes a shot. That was coming from Wheeler. Puck far side half boards. Now it's knocked out, a hand pass call on Iowa. 6:04 left in the game. 3-2 Huskies.
Yeah, with not that much time left in the game, we probably thought that was going to go to overtime. Hey, we've only had a couple overtimes this year. I think 2 shootouts. Well, actually, 1 overtime, and one team, Robert Morris, decided not to have the shootout. But
and I think Michelle, the trainer, Michelle is actually a ice hockey referee.
Well, yeah, you mentioned it. Well, we mentioned that Alessi in the interview. She helped out a lot with the coaches, letting them know what the refs were doing, and then when all the ejections happened, and you see that from Michelle.
And the faceoff was going to be in the neutral ice, and she kind of was in the ref's ears. A shot by Greenberg, and she got the offensive zone faceoff for the Huskies. So basically, you have 4.
Basically, a 4th coach there.
Yeah. Here's Pedraza, takes a shot, and Pickett is going to try to get it out. He can't. Good stick there by Greeny for Sukel. Sukel has Wheeler on his back. Puck gets kept in here by Mark Greenberg. He's going to wind and fire. Good shot there off the hand of Wheeler. Now Greeny has it. Wheeler playing with one hand after he blocked the Greenberg blast. Here's Pickett. It's going to go up off the protected netting and out of play. 5:21 left. 3-2 Huskies.
Well, I mean, and we mentioned Michelle there. It was basically a 4th coach, but she's also the trainer for this team.
She wears many hats.
Yeah, going out there when Maher got injured, and Rosinski's been injured a couple times this year, so she does a lot of things like Grumpy for the Huskies.
Yeah.
And both of them have been doing a lot for the Huskies this year.
And I got to talk to her a little bit over social media, and she said she also is a trainer for local high schools.
Oh, okay.
So
she does she's a good trainer.
During the week she's at high schools, and on the weekend home games she's here with the Huskies. Here's a centering attempt. Big save by Harris. It went through the blue paint. Here's Joe Boris up off the glass for Brian Pickett. And that's going to go for an icing call. 5 minutes left in the game. 3-2 Huskies. You know what we should do instead of interviewing all the players? Maybe interview like Grumpy and Michelle.
Yeah, we could do that one weekend.
Get the behind-the-scenes look on the Huskies program.
Yeah, maybe do that. Yeah, next semester at one of the home games. Interview those 2. Yeah, that would be good.
Here's Troy Hickey. He gets it off the face-off win for Rosinski. Now Sukel finds Rosinski. Boris 2-on-1. Rosinski. Good stick there by number 3, Schobrow, to break it up, and Leon's blast goes wide. Here's Ronnie Coletta. Sends it in deep for Rosinski. Looking to play from behind the net for Boris. Now Rosinski has it. Give away to Schobrow. Now Boris has it. Taken away there by Martin. And it's controlled by Schobrow. He's going to get it into the zone, but not deep enough. Rosinski off the boards. Out to neutral ice. Taken by Martin. Now Hickey has it for Coletta. Coletta going to look for Leon, but it's broken up there nicely by Ringham. Here's Boris. Now for Nick Leon. Now for Boris again. He's going to spin away from a check. Find Nick Leon, take a shot in the pads of Wisniewski. And the Hawkeyes goaltender standing tall in his crease. Out comes Castro, or excuse me, that's Nadler. And it's going to be an offsides play as Nadler was in before the puck. 3:40 left in the game, 3-2 the score.
And really just, I mean, so far we're up 3-2, 3:41 left in the game. Really just a hard-fought game on both sides. Both goalies having a good night tonight. I would say about 45, 46 shots for both teams on tonight. So really just a great job by both goaltenders. Hard-fought game here
big
tonight.
Saves. I mean, unbelievable saves by both goalies.
Yeah, it really just, you wonder if you're going to see those two again tomorrow.
I would be shocked if we don't see those two tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here's Ron Coletto with a shot blocked out in front. Ned's trying to get it to the slot, but out come the Hawkeyes. Here's Kyle Verwort, and Smith's going to get it right point now for Nadler. Nadler at the high slot, now right face-off circle, takes a shot blocked by Ron Coletto. 3 minutes left in the game. Here's Nedzala. Scoring the go-ahead goal, backhands it in on net, and Wisniewski makes the save. Now around the boards for Quinn. Quinn's going to get it over for Verwort. Now in the Husky zone. Hickey sticks it away there from Nadler. Now Pounds looking for it, but a giveaway here. Here's Smith. Good stick there by Nets to get it out of the zone. Good hit there by Pounds on McLaughlin. And this has probably been the most physical game the Huskies have played besides the ISU game at the showcase. That was a different kind of physical as Schwartz takes his man down. Here's Hickey now. He spins away from a Huckeye. Now Sukal has it. Giveaway there to Pedraza, but Remley there to bail his man out. Here's Purcell. He's going to dump it in deep. 2 minutes left in the game. Huskies up 3-2. Here's a shot on goal, saved by Hare. And is there going to be a penalty? Or a whistle blew. Oh, the net came off.
Yeah, the net came off the moorings there. 1:56 left in the game. So far, both power plays, Huskies 1 for 4, and the Hawkeyes 1 for 5. So much better on the disciplinary here for the Huskies. Better than they were last weekend. Maybe not the greatest, but better than they were last weekend. A lot of penalties last weekend.
Here's Mark Greenberg off a face-off win. 1 on 2. Dumped it in on Wisniewski. He's going to stick it around his net. Here's Wheeler. Almost had a giveaway. And it's going to find McMahon. McMahon to center ice for Hickey now. And Sukel's going to dump it in deep. All the Huskies have to do is make the Hawkeyes come back the entire length of the ice. They got 1:30 to kill off.
Got to expect the Hawkeyes to pull their goal in about, I would say, 30 seconds.
As Wisniewski at the top of his face-off circles, looking for the coach to pull him. Here's Greenberg now. He finds Brian Pickett. He's going to dump it into the zone and go for a change. Actually, the forward's going to go for a change. Hickey and Pickett stay out. Here's Wisniewski now. He's looking to see when he's going to go off. With 1 minute left in the game, Huskies up 3-2. Pickett has the puck, and Wisniewski's out, and the extra attacker for Iowa is on the ice. Here's Leon. He's going to send it all the way down looking for the bank, but it's going to go for icing with 40 seconds left in the game.
There's going to be a big face-off coming here with about 40 seconds left in the game. Now 6 attackers for the Hawkeyes. They're going to keep their goalie out, Wisniewski out.
And I think Iowa's going to call a timeout with 40 seconds left here in the game.
And in case you don't know, tomorrow the game is going to be at 5:30 tomorrow instead of 8:30 like it was tonight. It's a little bit earlier game. We're going to try to we are almost going to maybe hopefully get the new Ustream. So maybe
the picture might be better, and hopefully to get the graphics up there.
Hopefully the graphics will be up, and also they say that we can do replay, so I can maybe go back and show you replay sometimes for you guys if you guys want to watch instead of just listening.
If we can't get all the goodies figured out tomorrow, we will.
It'll be very.
We have a week to figure everything else out.
It'll be very interesting tomorrow. If we can get it up and running, it'll be very interesting if we can figure it out and try to get it up and running tomorrow for you fans out there that like to listen to us.
So if the Huskies win this game with 40 seconds left, they will go 5-0-1 at home this season.
Yeah, they're much better at home than they are away. So, and you got to love that because in the second semester, they're going to have a lot of home games.
Only two away games, and that's against SLU.
We've had a lot of away games in this first semester here.
Central, Northern, and the University of Michigan all come to Fox Valley. It's Helter Skelter out in front. Where is it? Finally, it's controlled by Pedraza, and they score. With 27 seconds left, Pedraza gives the Iowa Hawkeyes life in this game, 3-3 with 27 seconds left in the game.
And that's why you got to watch out for Pedraza. He's the big scorer for their team. He had 15 points coming into this game. And like you said, just helter-skelter out in the front. And all the defenders and all the forwards are all down, so they couldn't get back to the puck. And he ended up having a nice open to the top of the crossbar, and Hare just couldn't get back up to make that save. And you can see Hare is very upset with himself, not keeping the Huskies up with about 20 seconds left in this period.
1939, Pedraza scores his second goal of the game, and it looks like we're going to be going to overtime here. Ackrey has it. And now Hickey. Hickey cross ice for Pickett. Looking for Leon, now controlled by Rosinski. One last rush. And the Huskies aren't going to be able to get this thing. We are going to go to overtime here at Fox Valley as Pedraza scores a goal at 19:39 of period number 3. And the Huskies have gotten at least 1 point. Actually, I can't remember. I think Iowa is in the MACA. I'm going to look this up right now.
Yeah, I think they are, but they're at the kind of the bottom part of the MACA because I think they've had a lot of conference losses. But like you say, I think it's going to be 1 point for both teams. And like we said, I think we've only seen 2 overtime games this year, one against Robert Morris and one against Missouri State. The Missouri State one ended up going into a shootout. The Robert Morris one could have, I think, went into a shootout, but I think Robert Morris decided just to have it as a tie game. You can have, if you have it
I'll look it up. I believe Robert Morris won in overtime.
Oh, yeah, I think it was. Yeah, you're right. It was 2-1. They got an overtime goal in the overtime. You're right. I think they were saying that we're gonna not have a shootout if it went to a shootout, but they ended up getting a goal in the overtime.
So this is a MACA Gold Conference game, so both teams have gotten at least 1 point.
Yeah.
Which is good for the Huskies because Missouri State is 1 point behind them for that second playoff spot.
And Iowa's in 4th right now, so.
So right now, Iowa State is in first with 16 points. Northern right now with 12. As of this moment, Iowa with 9. Hopefully the Huskies can get one more and climb within 3 of the lead of the MACA Gold.
It's going to be Rosinski, Leon Pickett, and Hickey out here like it has been for a lot of the 4-on-4 tonight.
And a big matchup also in the MACA. Missouri State and ISU are playing this weekend. Big save there by Wisniewski. Had to shrug that one off. 4-on-4 hockey here in the last 5 minutes of overtime. D had the forwards have the Ds. In comes Iowa. Cross pass for Pedraza. Big save by Hare. And Leon's got to rip Pedraza off as he was all over his goaltender. 4:34 left in overtime. 3-3 the score.
Yeah, and refs do not like to call penalties unless they absolutely have to when it's 4-on-4, because then it goes to a power play and 4-on-3. So they only do it when they absolutely have to in this overtime. So it's going to be a nice, fast-paced 4-on-4, a lot of faster, not that much hitting on a 4-on-4, much faster pace, a lot of shots on goal on the 4-on-4. So you're going to see a lot of shots on goal in this overtime.
Here comes Nick Remley with Tyler Sukel. Remley in the zone. Big shot and a save by Wisniewski into the chest.
Yeah, and Remley didn't have a lot of room there, so he tried to go backhand on Wisniewski, and Wisniewski just ended up getting down, getting it into his pads, and no rebounds there up for Sukel and Remley, who are the 2 forwards now with Schwartz and Coletta.
Here's Coletta with a shot, and it just gets deflected out in front by the Hawkeyes. Here's Sukel. Now out comes Iowa. Martin is going to find Quinn, and a shot into the glove of Alex Hare. He's going to make the save. 4:04 left, 3-3 to score in overtime.
Yeah, just a good shot, a good save there by Alex Harry. Tried to go top shelf on him, but he made sure that there was none of that there. And now it's going to be Greenberg, Neds, Hickey, and Pickett again at the defense. Because remember, we lost Maher in this game.
Yeah.
We've also lost Troy Hurley. He got knocked out of the game. He was kicked out of the game, so we only have 5 defensemen right now.
Here's Troy Hickey. He has a giveaway to Shane Gray. Here's a centering attempt, goes just wide on Martin, or by Martin. Now Hickey battles in. Big hit there by Troy Hickey to take his man down. Pickett's going to find Nedzela. Nedzela in the offensive zone, has a step, takes a shot. Big save there by Wisniewski. Did not give a rebound as Brian Pickett was there in looking for it. 3:34 left. 3-3 your score.
Well, and Neds already has 1 goal tonight, doing good in the faceoff dot as well. So he's having a good night tonight for the Huskies, getting in that score sheet again. So that's good because you can't just have Rosinski and Leon, who got the first 2 goals of the game, but Neds ended up getting that 3rd goal to almost put them up and win this game, but the Hawkeyes ended up coming back and tying it and putting it into overtime.
Here's Wheeler looking for Nadler. He finds him in the zone. Brian Pickett now give away to Leon. Oh, it wasn't going to be a giveaway, but Leon finds Rosinski now. Rosinski takes a shot through the skates of a Hawkeye. 3:15 left in the overtime. 3-3 your score. Here's a shot through the blue paint off a Nadler stick. Now Hickey looking for Rosinski. He's going to get the puck. Looking to go through the skates of Tide. Couldn't do it. Here's a centering attempt for Hickey. It just went through the skates.
Hickey was right in front of the net there. If he would have just got a stick on the puck there, it might have been a goal and an end of the game right there.
Here's Ron Coletta. Now he finds Kevin Schwartz. Here's a giveaway now. Here's Ackery, and he couldn't get the pass off. Here's Schobrell now. 2:34 left in the overtime. Pedraza looking for the hat trick. Already got 2 goals tonight. Here's Joe Boris now. Boris and Sukel. Boris gets the line, and he loses the puck as Bentenhausen was on his tail. Here's Sukel back for Boris now near side corner boards, Iowa zone. Now back around the net. Bentenhausen has it. He spins away from Sukel. Up off the glass and out to neutral ice. Good hit there by Coletta as he took his man down, Ackery. Here's Pedraza looking for the hat trick again. 1:58 left in the overtime. Pedraza and Schwartz battle. Finally taken by Sukel. Sukel gains the zone. Takes a shot in the glove of Wisniewski. He's going to hold on. 1:44 left in the overtime. 3-3 your score.
And you really, if they end up going to a shootout, I mean, you really got to expect that from this game because it's really just been a hard-fought game. Both goaltenders having a good game, so it could go to a shootout here with 1:44 left, and it ends up doing that. We have Leon and Rosinski, probably the 2 best guys I've seen in the shootout, which they showed in Missouri State.
Yeah, and I believe in that Missouri State game they both called it, or Leon at least called a shot.
Yeah.
Here's Smith. Here's a shot, just goes wide of Alex Hare off the net. Here's Quinn. Big save there by Hare. Short side on Quinn. Pickett takes his man down. Now Smith has it taken away by Remley. Remley looking for Greenberg. He finds him in the offensive zone. He has a step looking to go around. Centering attempt for Pickett. Takes a shot in and out of the breadbasket of Wisniewski, and it goes wide through the blue paint. Out comes Quinn. Or see, that's McLaughlin. 1 minute left in the overtime. 3-3 your score. Here's Brian Pickett. Has a little bit of time. Finds Rosinski. Now he gets Troy Hickey up on the play. 1-on-4 as the rest of his mates are changing up. Hickey centering attempt. Finds Nick Leon. Takes a shot looking for a rebound. And it's a 1-on-3 coming back. Here's Ron Coletta back for this. Husky Smith with a shot. Big save, and they score. Iowa Hawkeyes win the game 4-3 as the Huskies got caught on an odd man rush. And the Huskies drop a heartbreaker 4-3 in overtime with 32 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and you saw Nick Leon was trying to back check there. He almost had the puck after a rebound given up by Alex Hare. Alex Hare was not happy with himself giving up that rebound, but like you said, a heartbreaker for the Huskies. End up losing 4-3 in overtime after being up 3-2 with about 30 seconds left and giving up that goal to let them tie it back up.
So I believe that was Smith that got the goal, 81.
We actually had a couple penalties tonight, so he came back and ended up getting a winning goal for the Huskies. Or no, for the Hawkeyes, sorry.
So in OT, Hawkeyes win 4-3, a heartbreaker. The Huskies now are 9-8-3 on the season, 4-0-2 this year at home. Still get a point, so they climb within at least one for the moment of ISU. They play Missouri State later on, or see, they should have played already, but there are no scores posted as of late. Iowa gets a point. They climb to 9 points. Still 3 behind the Huskies.
Actually, don't they climb to 10 points since they got the win?
2 points. Yeah, you're right. So
they get
10.
2 points. They're back to tied with Missouri State.
And they
with
play
10 points.
ISU. So
yeah.
Hopefully by the end of tonight we'll have some scores throughout the MACA. We'll update those standings tomorrow as the Huskies fall 4-3 in overtime, with Ryan Smith getting the overtime winner here, a 3-on-1 odd man rush for the Hawkeyes, and he buries it past Alex Hare. So Duffy, not the way the game should have ended. The Huskies looked very tough in their own rink tonight, gave up a late goal with like 30 seconds left.
Yep.
In the regulation, and gave up another goal with 30 seconds left in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, you can't let those late goals in. I mean, they end up letting the late goal in. Given University of Iowa to give them a chance to tie it, and they did, and then they end up winning in overtime. Again, no shootout like they did in Rob Morris. They ended up going to overtime and let them get a goal, so no shootout there. Just a really hard-fought game. End up getting a point out of it. Should have got the win definitely. Just ended up letting those goals in, and so obviously you don't like the outcome, but at least we end up getting a point out of it.
Well, tomorrow these two teams will be back in action at 5:30. We'll have the pregame at about 5:20. A pregame interview tomorrow with head coach Chuck Ronaldo, and tomorrow I get to do the player interview. So I'm trying to think who would be someone that would be good.
Maybe either Troy Herlin or maybe Tyler Sukel, who is the birthday boy of today. So it's up to you, though. But
it'll be a surprise. I'll put it up on the Twitter tonight after I decide who we get to pick. Well, that's going to do it here from Fox Valley. Huskies lose 4-3 in overtime. For Kim Rona, Dan Sanchez, Stephen Duffy, I'm Marcus Grosnick saying see you tomorrow night from Fox Valley.